Aggie. Meow, meow, meow. Aggie, Aggie, okay, good morning. What's up? Hello. Hey, what's up? Hello. Tenji comes running. Yeah, is over now. It's time because Tenji speaks cat. He too likes learning foreign languages, and one of them is cat. So there we go. I also love how funky the opening is. I'm a big fan of the funky opening. One time when I first made it, actually, first of all, hello, hi Purple, hi Warren. You're in the shower. Have a good shower. Get clean. Hi Sawyer. What's up? Hello. Hi Lord Theo. It's renewal time. It is. Hi Yoite. Welcome, welcome. One time, after I had just made it, what was I doing? I don't remember what I was doing specifically, but I put on the opening music on loop to see, like, you know, do I like it? Do I need to change anything about it? I just finished it. I'm listening back to it. I'm like, okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And then I was doing something else, and I just let it loop, and then I let it loop, and then I let it loop, and then I let it loop, and then it was on loop probably for a good amount of time. Maybe a little bit too long amount of time. Oh my god, what just happened to you? What happened to me? What do you mean? Every time stream starts, it's scaring me. I just sit here. Hi, freakish uproar. Hello, howdy. What's up? What a freak. Oh god, I can't say your name anymore. I said it once and then it just disintegrated. What a freakish uproar it is indeed. We love that around these parts. You're out of the shower. Welcome. There it is. Howdy, partner. Howdy, partner. I'm very much alive. Thank you. I just sit here working and all of a sudden. That's how it goes. Jump scare. Ooh, jump scare. Rouge? Hello. Welcome. Nice, super. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're gonna be looking at old art today. It's going to be a journey. A journey indeed. I have a lot of them picked out, and we're gonna do like a little, sitting and reviewing phase before we're gonna get into the actual redrawing. I haven't even set that up yet, but it's there. It's all prepared, so don't worry about that. Agi, hello, Vita, what's up? Hello, welcome, welcome. And I'm excited to explore the genesis of my art style. We have like 10 years of art to look back on. Of course, I didn't put every single thing that I ever drew during those 10 years. Saying the jump scare is a bit, the opening is a bit of a jump scare. That's just how it be. It's like, ha! We're streaming now. That is real and true. Hello, time to narcissist stream. No, it's a lot of like, well, it was like that at the time. Well, it certainly was like that at the time. I think I'm not too negative about my old art because I don't think you should be, you know? For some of them, I'm like, okay, I appreciate this era that I went through, but for most of them, I'm not like, hell yeah, baby, that was the shit right there. So, you know, how's it going? It's going well, Rusran. Hello, welcome back. Welcome to you, to looking at art. Should we get right into it? I guess we should be. What else did I do today? Nothing much. Just sleep and trying to walk with Tenji and that sort of thing. The usual things. Also, I'm recording this in the very hopeful ambition that I might make a video out of this, which we don't know about that. Nah, because it may be old, but it's still better than any. No, you'll see that is not true. Some of these are, well, one of them. The first one that I'm gonna show you is from 2012. 2012. I went through some old folders. Yeah, if your new art is pleasing to look at, I bet your old art is too powerful for our feeble human eyes to comprehend. Yeah, you could say it. You could say it like that. Pleasing? Maybe. Oh yeah, how's your new PC, Creepy? I hope it's well. Well, at least it's better than mine, that's for sure. Well, you need to have a journey to be able to look back on to get to the new parts, right? 2012. I can barely remember anything during that year other than a single embarrassing memory. Oh, intriguing. What happened in 2012? I mean, unless it's either one too long to explain or something you don't want to explain, but I am very curious now. It won't be. I promise you, Groupie, it will not be, but it's fun. It is fun. I will just jump into art review, I suppose. Oh yes, it's fine and well. I can play the normal game. It's fluid, all good. Ooh, fine and well. That's good to hear. It worked without, like, destroying the PC. Great. It's great when upgrading something works. I have never upgraded my PC before, and I feel like that's on the horizon for me, but I'm very scared of it, so I'm probably not gonna be doing it. Well, I must do it at some point, but it's scary, okay? I just had this pre-built by like a factory where you can pick all the parts and they put them together for you. I didn't build it. I don't trust myself with that sort of thing, even though it's apparently not hard, but still, I don't trust myself with that. I don't wanna. I wish I had the artistic instinct. I was never a good illustrator, but I loved doodling as a child and teenager. I feel like I lost a little bit of myself. You can get it back. You can rip it back from your past into the present. You can do it if you want, if you have time. You do need time for that, though. To be fair, you do need time. I still love looking at art, going to exhibitions, etc. Yes, so fun. Going to museums, going to galleries where there's like current exhibitions and stuff like that. So fun, so good, such a good time. For a while I was really like, okay, I'm gonna get my art into a gallery, I'm gonna do it. And then I didn't, because I don't even know where to start with that, to be honest. So I just simply did not. But maybe I'll get back on that mindset grindset. I'll think about it. Hi Type, welcome. We're still in the preamble. Hi, hello. The greeting again has shortened to an exclamation mark. Yeah, it didn't explode. Yay, it didn't explode. You need some time though. Yes, 2012, coming out of college with a red hot job market in the US. What do you mean the economy has collapsed? The economy collapses all of the time in the United States, honestly. Doesn't it? Tenji Barks. These are some good Tenji Barks. Gonna be blank tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be during the Metal Gear stream. 111. Let's look at art. Tenji, do you want to come here or are you good? He hasn't been so barky the last couple of streams. Probably because mom was home, maybe. I don't know. This is where art is. Oh, whoop, jump scare. I may or may not have censored my full, it wasn't full legal name, but it sure was half legal name on here when I retrieved this relic. Now it's just 2012. Oh, jump scare! It's from 2012. Oh, oh, yeah, it's old. You need new ways. That's true. Zecke, this was my art style at the time. I had just gotten my drawing tablet for the computer. This was like one of the first drawings I ever made. There, get my clothing. Well, I mean, being able to do something is a very relative term, I think, personally. Freaking early internet art days, it is. Look at their eyes. Their eyes are like the size of their entire head. The art style is so distinct to its era, right? It's insane, isn't it? We love a cold weather goth. These characters were based off of my rabbits that I had at the time. This was a rabbit, and this was like a rabbit that was kind of like brownish. It had like multiple colors, and this was of course a black rabbit. Didn't have red eyes, but you know, I was an anime viewer in 2012. It's cute though. It is really cute. I still like it. It's very cute in that sense. I had rabbits. Yeah, I did. We used to have rabbits. It's very adorable. 2012 art was something else. I think at some point I wanted to redraw this. Maybe I will, but this one needs like a composition change to work a little bit better, I think. I like the winter motif. I like the general idea of it. It's very adorable. I don't mind it. This is not one where I'm like, oh my god, what the hell? I mean, the trees are very questionable. Don't get me wrong, the trees are questionable, but I like it. Also, these are siblings in this universe, in my OC universe. This is Chiaki, and this is me. As an MI, it's like, it's a nickname. Kinda, yeah, younger me had a drawing tablet. Just gotten it in 2012. I was goated with the drawing sauce. Did you? Please. And they were siblings in the universe. The bunnies were not siblings, but who cares? And like one of them was like, ooh, a tomboy, or, you know, tomboy character and rebellious and always up for fun and whatever. And she was like the very proper and smart and a little bit more quiet, but kind of evil, in a sense, kind of evil person. That was the idea. No self-insert. No self, well, kind of, in a sense. They did have, like, personality traits, I think, that I admired. on both sides of the spectrum, but you know. I do love the optimistic extroverted grabbing Zecke's hand and it's not me. It's not me. Her off to winter adventure reminds me of bringing an introvert to party time, but that is definitely the two of them. Honestly, when in the year 2012, I was more this person than I was this person, probably. Probably. We'll see more of this as a trend because I have a lot of tabs open. We're gonna go through this and then we're gonna pick some to redraw after the fact when we went through all of this. This is not the only anime drawing you're gonna see, but the only one that's this old because I don't really have access to that much art from that time. A lot of physical art I actually do still have, but I didn't go through that because that's a lot of like pencil sketches. They're not that interesting to look at to begin with, so why would I want to do that, right? Tekka's grandma. It's my bunny. It was my bunny at the time. Her name was Chiaki. I named her Chiaki. Yes, from Minamike. Of course. We don't know. Don't worry, we don't know who you are. Well, you might get an idea if you see the progression of the rest of the art. Now the next one is not my art. I just want to tell you what my art was inspired by. Minamike! Yes, I love Minamike so much. It's my favorite. All-time favorite. A lot of my drawings are just doodles in the back of my notebook. Same. 100% same. I would love to pull those up at some point for some stream or video or something of the sort. But like, that's so much. I have like more than a kilogram of just paper from that era. So I'm not going to do that right now. This one is not by me. Obviously, you're going to be able to tell because the next one that is by me, you're going to, see, this is Saxtree art, right? It says so at the bottom. I want to make this very clear. Don't get it twisted. This is Saxtree art. I found her art and I was very inspired by it. I found this art probably on Tumblr or something, right? And I was very inspired. So this is context for the next piece because I wanted to, when I had context, I wanted to put context in. You're gonna see how young me saw this and was like, whoa, this is very cool. Dude, I love Saxtree. Me too. I was so inspired, but then I wasn't that good. So this came out. So this is what I put in the thumbnail. You might be able to tell that this was going that way. Smells like Tumblr. That was not from 2012. I totally am really bad at putting dates on my art. So God knows which year exactly this is from. If I had to guess, it is 2015 or 16, but probably 15, I think. That's so freaking creepy. I guess you really like that kind of art. I do. I mean, you can see the inspo, like the very detailed hair, the bows, the general very light colors. You can see the inspiration, totally. Just that I don't have the skill level, obviously. Yeah, the glittery eyes are a dead giveaway. The no shading whatsoever, just like everything is so light in this piece. Oh yeah, she does a lot. If you Google Saxtree with a lot of caution, there's a lot of trypophobia things in that catalog and just straight up gore. So be careful. 2015, better than mine. I hate you. I mean, it's very muddy. It is very muddy. Though your inspired art isn't that bad. I can see that being in... Oh, you're very nice. I mean, I know what I was trying to do, and I don't hate it either, but it is not my favorite era of my art. It was a transitionary era. This is, like, right after. I went from drawing anime a lot before this to drawing whatever this sort of style was. Saxtree inspired, we could call it that. It's very low res. I don't know where I got this picture from. This is certainly not the original picture, but you know, we're definitely going to be redrawing this one. I don't know how much I want to try and keep with the like light style, or if I just want to put it more so in my current vibes. I think I'll do a mix of it, something like that. Old RPG Maker, yes! Oh my god, I love old RPG Maker too. The translucent ribbon is very cute though. I like the design aspects and all. Maybe. It's too bright. It's not like me. No, not for real, not anymore. I went from very bright to very dark later on. You're gonna see that. It's gonna be quite the contrast. God, I have so many tabs open. We should keep moving. This one is also still inspired by the same sort of thing. It just really... It shows you what my problems were at the time, which is very muddy. It's so muddy. Like, all the shadows, they just... Oh, look at that. This one's a higher quality picture. Jesus Christ. I'm like, look, cute, cute, cute. And Saxtree is great at making the most uncomfortable body horror into something sugary, sweet, and appealing. Yes, I agree. It's a fine line. The gory kawaii stuff often gets it wrong. I agree. She's the icon. She lives. It's so muddy. Look at all these shadows. They're so undefined. It all bleeds into everything. And then what was I thinking with the hair? The stare. Yes, the stare. It just penetrates your mind. It looks like it does. Now that you showed me this villain from the animated Batman series, who's like a little girl and stuff. Yeah, looks like her, doesn't it? Just Google Saxtree. I like the vibes, but damn, you weren't kidding about the trypophobia part. No, I was not. She draws that a lot. Did you? Oh. Did I ever tell you I fear dolls? Like young-looking dolls? Oh god, this is not the stream for you. That was certainly an inspiration too. What is with that teddy bear? Like, this fur texture, what's going on here? Also, look at that. I gave up, obviously. This hand was not important. The hair I have big problems with. I have huge problems with that hair, buddy. What was I thinking? Like, okay, I get it. It's fine. I'm not gonna make fun too much of my younger self. Like, it's fine. This was in 2015. You were doing you. Okay. But what the fuck was I thinking in drawing every single strand of hair? Don't do that. You shouldn't be doing that. I mean, I know that now, but like, don't do that. Obviously. An entire being is an affront to my safety, as well as your art. This is so true. This is so true. Everything about me, I'm just like, haha, I'm in your brain. I'm gonna scare ya. I used to have nightmares about little dolls like these. Really? What's up with you guys? I'm always pro doll. Dolls are great. Uncanny Valley vibes, the best. We're getting more Uncanny Valley stuff though. No, draw every single strand of hair. That's a very poggers move, and it always looks great. As we can tell from this example right here, this is how hair should be drawn. Yeah, I drew this. The next one is arguably, it's like the same sort of style. You can see this in these three. The next one is just as bad. Also, I struggled for a long time with skin color. Also, maybe you can tell what kind of like the character that I draw is. It still hasn't changed. It still hasn't changed. I still draw blonde girl a lot, to be fair. We might be in Zecke's walls, but she's in her brain. How are you guys? Hi, Kudamento. Hello, welcome. Suffering just a little bit. This is the most muddy. I tried to do like a more, there's lighting happening here. Like the light is coming from over there, obviously, I guess. Man, reviewing this one, not as bad as the other one though. Yeah, I think I put them in the right order, that they're like improving, I guess. What color is human skin anyway? Beige? I like the hair better. Me too. I think this is the right order. Like, I started doing better shading on the hair. Parts of it are kind of nice with it, a little bit. The skin, however, bro, the skin is gonna go through some phases and none of them are good, I swear to you. I've always struggled with it, and sometimes I still struggle with it, I think. Because people have different skin tones, and in light affects skin a lot. But this is certainly not it, Chief. Also, like, the definition around the eyes is just non-existent. It's like, oh, look at all those details. But then, what's happening, like, above and below? This is just a muddy mess. There are no clean lines anywhere. They just don't exist. Not even here. This should be a very clean line, but it just isn't. Okay, whatever. Do what you want, I guess. The human skin color is a rainbow spectrum. Honestly, there's a lot. She's so pink. She's very, like, pink, but also... Yeah, it's mainly pink, I guess. If I had to color pick this, it's very pink. Which doesn't really work well with the gold hair either, in my opinion. Just from an aesthetic standpoint, but yeah. The eyes are just like fused with the skin. They're not three-dimensional at all. It's extremely flat. I think that was a big problem that I had in 2015, apparently, with my art. It was so flat. Oh boy. Anthropomorphic Miss Piggy. The nose too. Yeah, it gives the vibe, doesn't it? It does give the vibe. Also, I think this was because I wasn't really used to color a lot. I used to only draw just sketches, whatever, just for fun. Didn't really take it that seriously. Wasn't used to color, and then I got digital, got more into digital art, and it's like, what are you gonna do? Skin is difficult to capture realistically. I've seen plenty of otherwise good portraits with odd, though not necessarily bad color palette choices. For sure. The bottom right looks weird with the, with the chin on the bottom right. Yeah, true. I think this was supposed to be like shading. I mean, I'm sure it was all supposed to be shading, but it was just weird. you know, 2015, not great. I'm definitely gonna redraw one of these. I'm thinking of this one. This one is the closest to like this color palette, and then I got darker with my colors and got like more into shading, which I think is good for me, but you know, I'll redraw one of these. And since I put this in the thumbnail, I think I'm gonna do this one. So that was that era. Oh, this is also this era, actually. I have a lot of questions about this. Like, it's getting more clear. It's a bit less blurry, but obviously, even at the time, I didn't like this one a lot because I put a shit ton of circles on it, I guess. Why did I put so many circles on it? Cute though, cute. It's a cute idea, you know. I tried. It's cute. It's cute looking back on this. I'm not gonna roast my former self too much. It's like, yeah, if this was somebody who was drawing like this right now, I'm like, that's adorable. You fucking go, bro. You got this. But this is me. I know what I do now, so like I can roast me a little bit. It's this face, you know? If I redraw this, it would be very cute. I think so too. I wonder why she's this gray. I don't know if this was another time where I'm like, Tenchi, please be fine, okay? I don't know if this was another instance of I don't know what skin color looks like, or if this was like an actual choice and she's supposed to be gray. I don't know. I reckon the first one with light blue background would look fantastic in your style of my VTuber model. Probably, right? Like, I mean, most things would look pretty good in that style. But yeah, I don't know yet how I'm gonna go with the redraw thing as well. Like which style I'm gonna try to shoot for, but we'll see. Yeah, it could be just a gray-skinned character. I think it might be. Also, the lines are more clear. The shading is a bit more clear. It's a bit hard to see over all the effects I slapped on top of this drawing, but you know. I'm good, thank you, Lord Peace. Hello, welcome. The colors really go well with each other, I feel like. Yeah, the colors are not too bad in this. It's more like the shading and anatomy that is a bit weird in it. Another month, another membership gift obtained. You're getting all them gifts. Very good, very good. Take them. Bring them home to your family. Feed your family with membership gifts. I like the hair color. It's an interesting color. I don't really know how I would even describe it. It's like red, pink-ish. Like, interesting. Hello, we're looking at old art. Arakira, hello, hello, hello. I like the design and the general idea. It's like in the woods, obviously. Interesting. Hello, Frederick, as well. Hello, hello, hello. This is still 2016-ish, I would say. It's about 2016-ish. These were obviously all done in pretty short succession of each other. Old art, yay, old art. God, I sure hope I didn't forget to remove any signatures, but I don't think I did. Well, we'll see. It's something. I don't hate it. You know, it's fine. What's the next one? Oh, yeah, this is also around this time. Yeah, it's more salmon or coral. Exactly. That's a word. That's a good word for it. The next one was me like, ooh, what if I returned to anime? But then I didn't really try that hard. This was, I think this is a sketch. The other ones are finished paintings, and this one is a sketch. It's girl. It's girl with blonde hair. Me when every art I make is girl with blonde hair. As always, thank you to my thank you for my sugar guardians for the membership and allowing me to use the ugh emote. Yeah, I think this is a sketch. I would assume because like of the lines, it looks pretty sketchy. Probably. Hey, you're in a good mood. Let's go, Arakira. Nice. Goldilocks and Goldilocks vibes. I have been drawing blonde, blue-eyed girl a lot. I wonder why. That's such a mystery, isn't it? Yeah. But she's fine, I guess. I don't know. It's very sketchy. I can't really tell with, like, I can't really say too much about it. There's not that much to critique about it. I don't know what I was thinking, making the eyes all this one blue. I don't know what I was thinking. Drawing this. But it's very shiny. The hair looks like honey or something. It's something. It's something. It's been 5 months. Non-real. Goldilocks, yes. I do like the blue eyelashes. Frames her eyes and makes them pop. It's not bad in the sense of like, ooh, if it's very small, you can see what's going on. And I think because it's square, this may have been a profile picture that I wanted to draw. So maybe this does its job, you know? Like, in small, it looks like you can tell what's going on. The eye shading is an interesting decision with, you know, all of the things that go on. But look, there's the little circle. I still do the little circle. would just do it cleaner now, but you know, that's a given, obviously. You gotta update the scuffed Zecke visual novel. Yes, you have to. You have to give it over. I think I've seen this like style where they just do the eyes and the eyelashes in the same color of the eyes, probably, and then I just took it. Like the lips. The lips are very simple. They're good. They're not bad. They're just there. They're a bit low on the face. I would put them much further up, but you're gonna see that I put lips low on the face in future artworks. Oh boy, you're gonna see that and ask me, hey, why did you do that? Ooh, oh, wait, really? Okay, it's 3 more months until the 1 year badge, which I have to make. You already have that one in mind. I hadn't thought about it that much yet, but yeah. I mean, 3 months is still quite some time for making it, because it doesn't take that long to make. But I have to figure out a design for it. It's like an 80s Gundam princess, kinda. I could see that. I could see that sort of style influence. What's the next one, I wonder? Oh, this one's really cute. This one's another... I like this one. This one I like. I don't know. This was a little bit later. I can't tell. This might have been in 2000. Yeah, it must be 2016, 2017-ish. It's like, she was blonde. There's a lot of blonde girls in my art at the time. I wonder. 2 months left. Oh god, I need to make it. I need to make it, Vita. I need to make it. Thank you for reminding me. It's very Sailor Moonish. This is very low quality. I don't know where I got this picture from, but it's cute. I like this. I don't mind this. This is good the way that it is. It's okay. The anime style is shining through. It's coming back. It's actually, god, this looks very similar to what I have going on now with the eyes, doesn't it? Whoa, that's kind of creepy. That's kind of freaky. Also the balls, the puffs were already there. The puffs, you're gonna see the puffs again. It looks a lot of your, like, my style today, doesn't it? Right? I found this and I'm like, whoa, okay, this one's cute. It's very simple, so that's why it's good, I guess. The pre-Zecke mode. This was my profile picture somewhere. I mean, I'm sure of it. You know I liked pink. I like this image still. This image, I don't know when exactly it's from, but it's good. We can take it. It's fine. It's adorable. It doesn't have a nose. It does not have a nose. It only has a little mouth, but it's great the way it is. There you go. Good art. Would you believe it? That is a cool style. Not quite anime, not fully Western either. It looks very distinctive. It does. I wonder how this one came to be. I cannot tell you. If I have like specific influences I can point to, I will, but I do not know. Powerpuff Girls inspired. Let's go. They don't have noses either, don't they? Invader Zim kinda. No, that's good. Do put in the references, because I'm trying to think like where, because I want to tell you what influenced me at which time to make what kind of art. But I don't think I was into either of that too much, so I don't know. 2018, I don't think so. I'm trying to like put it in the timeline of my phases, and I think this coincided with Hamilton phase a little bit, so maybe I put it in the wrong order a little bit. I don't know. We'll never know. Anyway, next one is an outlier. This one's very different. I think this one is this one might be 2018. Maybe. I know. Oh no, it must be 2017. I know in which school I was at the time. No, this must be 2017-ish. Or actually earlier. What? No, that can't be true. I'm really confused. Okay, don't quote me on anything. I don't really know when these are from. 2017? I would say it's 2017. It can't be 2018. That's too late. That's pretty good. It looks very different. Yeah, you're gonna see more of this sort of style very soon. This face, you're gonna recognize. It looks like this, yes. This character was inspired by... You're not gonna believe what comes next. This character is from Parzival. From Parzival by Wolfram von Eschen, or whatever the fuck his name was. It's a book that you read in school, and there was one character. She's not a main character in the story, but she was described like as having... the thing where you have, god, I don't know what the skin thing is called anymore, vitiligo, something like that. Her name is Belakane, and she was described like that, and I wanted to draw her, and I did, and then I printed this out and put it in my book that we had to give the teacher at the end of the lesson, where we wrote down all the shit about Parzival. Of course, it's classic German literature. Tenchi, hello. Would you come here? Denji? Hello? No? Cool. He's not coming. Yeah, from Trinken Wasser. Yeah, it's vitiligo, right? That's how it's... I don't quite know how it's pronounced. But yes. The nose thing reminded me of a manga I read from a creator of Dragon Ball about a scientist who built a robot girl. He wanted her to blend in and look human. Huh. I don't know that. But I like I like this one a lot. I like what I did with it. I think this must be 2017, probably. She was like the ruler of her country or something, but she was only in the backstory of the book, and the book was very long, so like she wasn't in it for a lot, but she was there, you know? The Krankenwagen language, yes. Yes, the Krankenwagen language, Parzival. Looks good though. I like this. I still like this. The anatomy, I would change some things about the anatomy now, but you know, it's not bad. I can vibe with this. I can vibe with a lot of the upcoming art, but not all of it. I'm gonna tell you that much. Not all of this. I cannot remember when I drew anything. That's my biggest problem, honestly. There's another avatar that I did. This is around the same time. I think you can tell because of like the nose thing, even though it's a very different style. Another profile picture that I did. Look at the little moth and the blood. That's cool. I think this is 2017-ish. Thereabouts. Should be right. This one's cute, you know. The little avatars are always good because they're very stylized and, you know, very small. I think this coincides with Hamilton time pretty well, actually. CGI animated movie vibes. Oh my god, really? Sailor Moon and Maria Watches Over Us. Sorry, spent 5 minutes trying to remember the title of Maria Watches Over Us. I have never heard of Maria Watches Over Us, ever. So much so that I would like to Google that real quick. Watches Over Us. Not season 2, just it. Oh, that's interesting. That's cute. That looks very like traditional shoujo-esque. Interesting. Yeah, looks like you at those years. I remember me lying like I knew Zecke from always. Yeah, you know, back in the day when we went to school together, all of you. Probably because most people only use the Japanese title of Maria Watches Over Us. I don't think I would have. I have never seen the show before, so I wouldn't have known it either way. Another different style. I think, actually, I should have put this in a bit of a different order, even though this did all happen at the same time. Where is it? You know which one I should put here? I think it's this one. I think this one is about the same time. Don't the eyes look the same? Yeah, this must be around the same time because I had a Hamilton phase and I was very inspired by every single Hamilton animatic under the sun and I wanted to draw like that. It's cute though. I still like this. It's not great, but it's cute. This is Hamilton and Burr out in modern times grabbing a coffee from fucking Starbucks or whatever and just having a little chat, you know? And nose that I'm so used to not having the nose be that realistic. It's very fair. Yeah, I incorporated like a more realistic nose into my like cartoon style. I don't know why, but I do like the vibes. I do like the vibes. It's on the Brutal Moose on a date. I like this one. Brutal Moose. Oh my god, that brings back memories. This one is also a higher quality version. Very sketchy. I guess I just kept them sketchy like that. And they're just out. I like the... How do you say... How would you call that? The sort of texture, yeah, is a texture. The texture of the brush that I used for the blush and everything, it's kind of nice. I can appreciate that. This was the Hamilton phase, so of course it was Hamilton art. Duh, obviously. Not that much more to say about that. Only where's the thing? I think I put them quite in the wrong order, but it's hard to say. This is not mine. This is not mine. This is not mine. This is just every Hamilton animatic ever. So every Hamilton animatic ever has inspired this art style. You can tell. We can tell. If you've been around during that time, which is definitely 2016-ish. So this one might be before the other one a little bit. It's all very muddy. I don't know. I can't tell. There. This. You see. See, Omni, I don't know, I think. So I can't see that one. Oh god. Which one do we go to next? See, I had them in order, but like the order is kind of fucked anyway. So who is the artist that inspired the Hamilton art style? Also so true. Well, it's probably, if you search helpless animatic, that's kind of the vibe. any of those that you see. I feel like all of the Hamilton animatics kind of smeld together and make one big art style that kind of looks like this. And the mouse do this little heart thing. That's important. You know, the little heart thing, that is important, yeah. True. I love the sketchiness. Actually, we're gonna get later on, like towards the end of this showcase, we're gonna get to an art style that was so smooth. I was into such smooth art, like the absolute opposite of what I do now, I feel like. Well, maybe not the absolute opposite, but yeah, we'll get to it. It'll be different. It's funny because Omni's YouTube icon used to be, he's drinking coffee, like your art. Oh, really? Oh my god, that's great. I made fan art for somebody I don't even know. We love it. Oh, yeah, Sin is in the top Hamilton. Wait, now I'm gonna have to look it up. Sin, Hamilton, animatic. Let me see. Yeah, not quite that style. That style's a bit too realistic, but that's also a bit too recent, maybe. I don't know. Although Satisfied looks like I've seen it before. I'm not too sure. Can't give too clear things. Yeah, Anime Filter U and added an improve. Oh, thank you for the improvements. That is, yes, thank you. I will now be able to live. Thank you so much. Where though? Also, okay, next one is, again, a complete style shift. This looks like nothing I've drawn before. Talking about sketchiness, this is not sketchy at all. Also, blood and stuff, but, you know, it's colorful. Don't worry, it's not grotesque. I also made this in around the year 2017-ish. I really like this. I think this is very cool. It's Yunbum from Killing Stalking, because yes, I had a phase where I read that and I really like that. And it's very colorful. I like it. And it's also very high quality. Jesus Christ, it's so big. I got the original file, no doubt. I mean, it's still a little bit sketchy. It's not like super clean actually if you zoom in all the way, but yeah, there's a lot. I like Killing Stalking. Yeah, I did. Of course I did. The colors look so freaking good. The style shift, though. I did all the styles. The color, it's so... I don't know who I was inspired by for this one. I cannot say if there was, like, one specific inspiration or anything, but, you know. There's a lot of range. Yes, I've tried everything. Is that Killing Stalking? Yes. Yes, it is. It is Killing Stalking. I still like this one. I'm hyped. I'm hyped about this one. Look at these band-aids. They're so funky. These are so neon, these colors, and, you know, the eyelashes like that. I feel like I still do that, kind of. I love it. Waking up in a hospital after a night of Hotline Miami, yeah. It gives the vibes. Man, I love types of art where it's just injured sad boy girl bleeding while colors are everywhere. Honestly, same. Yeah, same. I think I've always liked that, so obviously Killing Stalking appealed to me in a sense, and then I did that. I like this one a lot. And looking back at this, I'm like, wow, okay, I never drew like this again. This was a complete one-off. This never was my style or anything. I mean, there's no shading. It's just, well, there's not no shading. There's shading under the nose. But other than that, there's no shading. But it's just flat colors, and it's pretty good. I can commend myself from 2017-ish for that one. Pretty nice. I want that hairstyle. Give me that hairstyle. That's good. It looks good here. Yeah, it does look pretty good. The next one is also a Yunbum art piece. That's why I put them next to each other, because I sure did draw Yunbum at least twice in this time period. But it's not that good. Well, it's different. Okay, come on, load. We do like, oh, instead of blood, it's flowers and they're glowing and it's just one like solid background. It's a very different style. Every time I open a new piece, it's a very different style. I swear to God. You like the lips, right? They're very clean and stuff. Flowers. Look, behold, it's Yunbum again. When you zoom in, you're gonna see, oh God, this is very high quality, this picture, as in it's big. Another Killing Stalking. Yes, it's him again. It is him again. It's also pretty muddy with the shading, but not nearly as bad, of course, as in the beginning. You can see what I tried to do here. Also, the lips don't have any color. Why don't I put color into the lips? I don't know. I did this in 2017-ish, I think. It's still around that time. But I like the color scheme here. This background and the color of the flowers is nice. Yes. And it like, I like the image. I like the idea. It's not bad, but you know, there's a fictional disease where people, I think they cough up the flowers though. I forgot what it's called, but I think they either bleed it or they cough it up. Yes. Nice hair. And the clothes, really nice. It was pretty nice. I don't mind it. The folds don't really make any sense whatsoever. They're just there and they're very like narrow. This like fabric doesn't fold like that, but that's okay. Who cares? It's fine. I know killing stalking from its reputation sounds kind of fucked up. Yeah, very fucked up, extremely fucked up. But if you read it as a horror story, then it's pretty good. Hanahaki disease. It's, yeah, you cough them up, right? It's a throwback. It is a throwback. This whole stream is a throwback. I like the colors that I did because, you know, his hair is black, but I didn't use any black. I used this, whatever this shade is. And I kind of like the fade from the darker in the back to lighter in the front. There's things to like about this. I don't mind it. Goodbye, PJ. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. The next one is anime style. Is it though? Is it? It's like an anime style sort of. This was the era of my art. This might be 2018. Let's call this 2018 art. This was the era of my art where I drew stuff in pencil, not in pencil, I'm lying, in pen, in ballpoint pen, in a sketchbook, on paper, and then I scanned it in, and then I colored it digitally. And I like that. I like that. It's fun. The throwing up flowers is a symptom of unrequited love. Yes, it is. If there's no juicy lips, then it's a bad drawing, Colleen. The five head is here. The very far apart eyes are here. This is something that will come back later. The mouth is very low on the face. I still do the ears like this. I love the ears like this, okay? I mean, you see this. I still like the ears like this, okay? You can tell this is just ballpoint pen straight onto the paper, and then I colored it digitally. And that worked pretty well for me. That was a fun period of my art. I like doing that a lot. There, I did it. The thing is, I think this ballpoint pen was blue, or at least, I mean, it looks blue, doesn't it? I'm sure it's blue. So I colored in the lips a little bit with the blue, which doesn't really make sense when you then color it later. Could have just changed the color of the lines, didn't do that. You know. She's a strangely Wild West dancer aesthetic. Oh, you're actually right, yeah. I don't know where I got these aesthetics from. It's just a lot of poofs. A lot of poofs. Yes, a full-on airport, dude. The foreheads are not gonna get shorter, I'm gonna tell you that. Yeah, your ears are lower than normal. Yes, I like that. That's like a style thing that I like to do, I guess. I don't know why. Don't know where that inspiration comes from, but I like it. Not much to say about this one, you know. I kept the shading very minimal. It was just that. Oh god, yeah, that one's next, I guess. This one's also around 2018. YouTube, there's nothing to see here, don't worry. This was smooth. We're entering smooth painting territory, and not in a good way. Yeah, this was an attempt, you know. Did I do the lines? No, the lines are done in digital as well. Like, what is happening here with the like flower things up her arm? I mean, I get it. She's like, oh man, this shit's growing on my hand. That's not good. This shouldn't happen. But I like the general idea of it. There's like a glowing pond. She's way too well lit though. It doesn't really make sense. Yeah, no. Hi, Fat Cat. What's up? There's smooth hair, very smooth hair. The eyes still, they look like this. The nose looks like this. You get it. This is how my faces looked like at the time. You can really tell this was how my faces looked like at the time. We have a little reflection down here. I don't mind this part too much. Like, okay, that's a bit too zoomed in, I think. Whoa, you're making dinner. You cooked a meal. I might have already cooked a meal for me. Me? I have not cooked a meal for you. You should cook a meal for you. Is she supposed to be in a dark location, or is the background just black? See, I have two versions of this image because I didn't know how to do this. I have two versions, one where the grass fades out into light and one where the grass fades out into black. I like the blackness version better, but then the lighting doesn't really make sense. I clearly didn't think about this when I drew it because I have two versions, one where it's literally the color of like one of these balls, that whatever the light thingies, whatever that is, and one where it's black. So, you know, she is making a pact with the Fae though. Yep, I think so. Something, oops, I zoomed out. Something bad is going on here. I want to see the light version now. I didn't send myself the light version. I think I don't have access to that right now. I don't have access to that right now because I have it on a laptop that takes a long time to boot up, and I'm trying to back up all the old art onto like a drive, but I don't know if it succeeded or not. Actually, I could look at that right now for a second. It's like nymph vibes though. It's nymph vibes. It's pretty good. Drive. Google Drive. Google Drive. Google Drive. Did I? And if I think I did. But is it in this folder? That's another question. Because I uploaded one folder into my drive. And is this one in here? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, wait, then I can get it. I called this one Flora is taken over. Come on. Download it. Download it. Give it to me. Okay, good. Then I can put this in here and you can see the light version. Look. This is the light version. It's not, maybe this one's better, but I like the one that has more contrast more. This one makes more sense because everything is very bright. But, you know, why would it just disappear like that? It doesn't really make sense. That's not really how light works. Unless it's very foggy. It could be very foggy. Ever considered that? Guten Tag, Boris. We're looking at old art. This is from 2018 or so. Also, I think certain things about the lighting make more sense in this one opposed to this one, but maybe the vibe is actually better in this one. I don't really know. I still am undecisive about it because I clearly did the lighting without thinking about the time of day or anything like that. So here you go, light version and dark version next to each other. You can see the glow of these little dots better in the dark version. But they still glow in the light version, so you know, there's pros and cons to both, I guess. Yep. It's a temporary field manifest in ethereal plane to accommodate Nymph Lady. Yes, real. The light one does look poggers too, though. Makes me think she's in fog, right? It is foggy. Foggy vibes. That's not bad. We could do fog. Whereas the dark one makes me think she's in the void. True. I loved glow. At the time, I loved to make things glow so much. I'm just like, wow, I can make things glow? I'm gonna do that all the time. I didn't put all of the ones in there where I did that very aggressively, but actually, I think this one is also from around that time. I'm gonna put this one earlier. I don't know. I don't like anything about this. This one might have been earlier than this one, actually. Maybe it's before this. Yeah, I don't really like anything about this too much. I wanted to make it very shiny, you know? Like, shiny, but nah. Nah. Not really. Didn't really turn out the way that I wanted it to. Also, the proportions are just very intense. I don't know if that was the idea. If that was on purpose. I don't think it was on purpose. It just kind of happened because it's glowing. A lot of like big hair. I think I was very inspired by various Instagram artists that I do not remember now that always kind of drew stuff like sort of like this. So, you know, I do like the idea, the general effect that this has, you know, like the glistening, the little shine, whatever it is, the color dodge. I think it might have been a color dodge layer, I don't know. Color dodge or just lighten. I don't hate it, but I've just simply overdone it. I've done it too much. If it's used like in moderation, I think it's pretty good, but it's like everywhere in the hair and that just doesn't look that great, I think. But the general vibe is not bad. The general vibe is okay. You know, we like glitter. We like that. Hello, Zecke Ch. Hello, Crad. I am looking at old art and talking about it. Glowing. Simply glowing. Reminds me of Rose Quartz from Steven Universe, kinda. I mean, I never really watched it that much, but I think I looked at artists' accounts that were inspired by that show as well. So I was like secondhand inspired, I guess. That was this one. I guess this one is also around this era because this is again a sketch that I did traditionally and then colored digitally. You know, the vibes were this. The vibes have always been this. The vibes will always be this. I mean, these are still kind of sometimes my vibes, I guess. The voluptuous proportions make me think of 60s folk art. Scale was given a backseat to create an impression. That is fair. I don't hate this. You know, it's fine. I would do things differently with certain anatomy things, but other than that, cute vibes. Like the hairstyle, you know, big glasses is cool. is cool. Quite gyaru. A bit gyaru, huh? The skin color now is not absolutely weird. Don't worry, we're gonna get back into weird skin color soon. Yeah, very soon. Very soon is my another phase of I don't know what skin color looks like in certain lightings, but we'll get there. Oh my god, GTA. GTA vibes. The vibes will be girl boss. Like the popular blonde girl. Yeah. That was kind of like the vibe I was going for. Honestly, yes. Yes, that's true. That nails it, actually. I don't know. That was the vibe I was going for at the time. And it's cute. It's fine. I don't mind it. The shading is good. The shading is not too much. It's like an interesting mix of cell shading. Like this shadow and that shadow is cell shading. And the rest is like soft shading. So it's a mix of two. And I don't mind it. I think because I was much better at traditional than I was digital, I think I did myself a real service by just doing the line art in traditional and then painting over it in digital for the colors. Cause that made things easier. The time Zecke saw Mean Girls and was forever changed. I might want to reference that art of yours. It's good. Take it. Do it. You are free to do that. Do that. Talking about referencing. Oh shit, I didn't pull up a reference for my reference. What? I didn't pull up the inspiration for this one, even though I 100% know. How the fuck do you spell lavender? I don't know. I 100% know where the reference is from. We'll just pull up Google. Have you ever seen a channel on YouTube called Lavender Town? Because I have, and I did it. I tried copying her style. This was straight up just a one-off where I was like, oh, can I draw in that style? And the answer is yeah, sure. This is her style. This is what she does. It was a bit of the older stuff. I think there's like newer stuff in here too, but that's her original character. I know that. That's her stuff. That's what she does. And I was like, I want to do that. Nope, that's the wrong one. I want to do that. I want to do that too. So I did that too, for one. Just for one. Also, the pom-poms. The pom-poms are here. The pom-poms will always be here. It's cute. It's funny. I did that. You remember her, right? Everybody's watched some Lavender Town before, right? I love the style too. Yeah, and it's an okay attempt, you know? I just was like, okay, I want to try and copy that for this one. So yes. I actually got a phase to like reference her art. Really? Oh, you had a whole phase? See, I just made one drawing. Or do you think maybe that wait, let me go back a little bit. Nah, I was like, is this kind of referencing it? But no, I don't think it is. The eyes are very big, very big. I remember Lavender Town. I loved her 7 Deadly Sin Girls. If you watch those videos, did I watch those videos? I watched a lot of her videos. I don't remember. I watched a lot of her videos back in the day, but it's been a while since I really tuned in that much. I don't know. Oh yeah, she made a VTuber. I'm pretty sure this is her VTuber avatar. She made a VTuber avatar. First time I think she rigged it herself for the first time and it was not great, but that's how it goes when you do it for the first time. Yeah. I don't know who the artist is, but it looks cute. Yes, Zecke and her pom-poms forever. I was so into the idea of pom-poms. I don't know why. And this is just like a very basic outfit, I suppose. The horizontal teardrop eye shape, though, you know, there's iconic things. There's a lot of iconic things about Lavender Town. She does her. She has this like very unique style and she sticks to it. I like her line weight variation. I tried to kind of emulate that for the hair. You know, some lines are thinner, other lines are thicker. It clearly wasn't super clean. I wasn't trying to go to too much effort, but you know, fair enough. Hello, Davey. The pom-poms are eternal. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. The little shapes that she incorporates into the eyes is a touch I appreciate. Yeah, it's like a new way, an additional way to show emotion. I like it a lot. She's very cool. The next one is very bad. Well, I don't like to be like, oh, this is bad, but like, why the skin is a question. You know, the skin poses a lot of questions. Maybe I want to redraw this one too because things are changing. We are in a period of time where things are changing. I'm like, I want it dark. I want my art to be very, very, very dark. And I'm like, okay, let's do that. This is supposed to be Sweeney Todd and Joanna. and the skin is literally purple, and there's no good reason for that. There's no reason for that. Just because it's dark doesn't mean your skin turns purple randomly, especially if like the rest doesn't turn purple. If everything was purple, it would make sense, but no, it's just the skin that's purple and the background. And I mean, the shirt is a little bit purple, but that's just how white works, you know what I mean? Purple! I like the general idea of it. A lot of things are changing about the art style here at this point. 2018, 19-ish, maybe not 19. I think it's still 18. I did a lot of art during that time. I don't know. It's getting more edgy. Definitely, it's getting more edgy. But why is it purple? It doesn't have to be purple. There's no reason for that. We can just not do that. But I did that. We're like halfway through the pictures. Jesus Christ. I need to maybe hurry up a little bit. Yeah, we need to do, because we do still wanna like redraw at least one of them, which is the one that I put in the thumbnail, otherwise it's clickbait. And I would like to redraw this one, but, you know, doesn't have to be on stream. I like the proportions of her face is super, super, like, angular, suddenly. My face is never used to be angular, as you can tell. They're usually super round, and now it's getting angular. The darkness framing the painting gives a murky Victorian photo quality, though. Yeah, I feel like even your bad art displays good aesthetic instincts. You're so nice. I like your assessment a lot. I feel like there is some good to be found in there, though. I get that. I agree. Purple is a cute color, though, but I don't know about skin tone. Yeah, especially when it's not like meant to be purple. They're not supposed to be purple people. They could be purple people, but they're not. When did you start doing digital art again? Ooh, when did I start doing digital? Well, the first digital piece was in 2012, as we know, from the very start, 2012. The purple guy. This was 2012. But then I stopped for a very long time, so I don't know. Then I got back into it in 2017. I know that was pretty new at the time. This is when I got another way of doing digital art. Because I had a laptop. I still have the laptop. I have a laptop that has a touchscreen, and I got a pen for it, and I could work on it. That was pretty fine. So this one isn't bad artistically, at least not very. This one's pretty okay artistically, but it just really shows what a year 2017/18 was for me as a person. And I don't know if I'm ready to show you this. This was definitely 2017, the next one that I'm going to show you, by the way. Hi, Aiden! Oh boy, you've come just at the right place and time. This was obviously a profile picture of mine. It just has a lot of elements in it. What am I doing? What is with me? Why am I squatting? First of all, this is Western Spy Squad. Why this? I'm drawing this. I could squat in any way that I want to. Okay, I'm squatting. Number 2, the okay sign. Why? Why is it the okay sign? Why did I do that? Yeah, it's like not even a real Slav squat. Why did I do that? And then the jacket. I was a BTS stan in the year 2017, and I needed people to know that. I certainly did need people to know that. It sure is an interesting, like, idea. Maybe I was blonde in 2017. Maybe. Who knows? It's just like most people that I draw look like this. Who knows? L from Death Note said, yeah. It's just the okay sign meme. I don't know why it's there. I don't know why I wanted this to... Why was this necessary? Hi, Alanis, what's up? Hello, long time no see. This is old art. It's very, well, you came into the blonde era, to the BTS stan era of my life. Look at that. It's even the old logo and everything. I had this jacket. I still have this jacket because I don't throw away stuff that's still like good to wear. It's very warm. It works in winter if I'm very cold, but like a lot of decisions were made in this artwork. Alanis, it's been 800 years. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Shira. Oh, you're here too during this. It is a phase, Mom. The peace sign is easy to draw. The peace sign is I love the peace sign. The peace sign's great. Why did I do the okay sign? What possessed me? Again, what possessed me to do this? I don't know. Stop, it's making me guilty. No, don't feel guilty at all. Don't feel guilty at all. It's absolutely fine. You've got a life. You're busy. It's nice to see you again. Oh god, the next one is something. The next one is something, huh? The next one is also something. The next one is something. Now I'll just show you, it's fine. Oh god, my ambitions were high, but my skill didn't match it. Oh no, my ambitions were so high. Backlit lighting of girl in school. What school is this? Certainly not mine. Who has windows like this? Nobody. Nobody in the world has windows like this. There's a lot that I can see that is very wrong with this. But I mean, it's not terrible, okay? Let's be real. It's not bad, horrible bad or anything. But there's just a lot of things that I wouldn't do like this anymore. You know, there's things. Yes. I don't know. The sky? Yeah, there's just sky outside, right? There's only sky outside. This must be like very high up in the school building or something. I don't know. Yeah, really technical. Nice try though. Yeah, I agree with that. Like there's a lot going on. There's a lot of perspective going on. It's such a big image. Look at that. The hair is back. The very detailed hair is back. I tried to really paint this one out, you know what I mean? But a lot of it just doesn't really make sense. The clouds really emulate Silent Hill vibes here. The clouds, you know, just because of the texture brush, the clouds have kind of nice vibes, but, you know, look at that. Look at that hand with that lipstick. It looks like it's glowing. Like, that's not quite, I mean, it's sort of how backlighting works, but not quite. It's a skyscraper school, obviously. It's really not bad, though. It's just quite a departure from your other work. Very fair. A diverse array of styles. It's true. It is true. Regina George vibes, yes! It's so true. My characters have such mean girl vibes. Like, I make characters, and then I just give them the most mean girl vibes ever. Apparently, in 2018, I was like, yeah, let me be that mean girl. She's not writing anything in her notebook. Also, I don't like that these are like straight lines. I obviously did these like with a tool that lets you do straight lines. Same with these things. I think I shouldn't have done that. I feel like it would have looked more natural if I didn't do that. Of course, this way you get straight lines. Yay, straight lines, but I don't like straight lines. Maybe without them, it would have looked a bit more natural overall. Maybe that would have helped. Dancing Queen. Oh no, you didn't write that. I said that. That RVF. Lol. She's clearing the queen bee of this clearly the queen bee of this class. Yeah, I was really into that character archetype at the time. I'm like, yes. That's so real. That's so true. That's my mean girl face. I wasn't though. Not in real life anyway. Just in my head, I guess. I don't know why. Why would I do this? Just role-playing. Role-playing mean girls. The cap, yes. This is the cap of the lipstick. Which, you know, fair detail to add that. It's, you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's a very ambitious piece. Certainly not one that I would want to redraw now because it's just so much work. Why would you make so much work for yourself? I think overall the perspective is not terrible either, but you know. Had a mean girl face. Get in, loser. We're going to the blood bank. But I was never like mean, I think. I just pretend, okay? I just pretended, I think. That's the best place to be a mean girl, in your head. No, that's real, though. That is real, right? Better that than being actually mean to people, which I was not, I think, if I remember correctly. Next one. Next one is also during this era, so like 2018-ish. This is Tenchi in the snow. There's things wrong with it because I don't draw animals. I do not. Did I put in the other animal drawing later? Because I wanted to put in some more recent art. No, I did not. Okay. I don't really draw animals, but like, you know, I used a reference picture and it's cute. It is very cute. I like the snow a lot. Something about his anatomy is not quite correct because I didn't, like, I should have, honestly, should have just traced over it. That would have made things easier for me. Something about his eyes anatomy is not quite right, but it's cute. I don't mind it. It's cute. It's a cute dog. It's dog in the snow. Peak art. This is where I peaked. Also, like, God, look at all that snow on his black fur. That's an absolutely... This snow is absolutely adorable. I just don't really like the eyes. I mean, in and of themselves, if we don't see the entire head, I think his face is a bit too big, maybe. But it's cute. It's cute. I don't mind. Tenchi must have been at his peak during 2018, seeing as how it was the year of the dog and all. Real. And he was younger. He was younger, too. I could do the math and figure out how young he was. He's, God, that way I have to remember how old he is now. He's 7 now. He is 7 now. He's gonna turn 8 in September. or October. Jesus Christ, I'm so bad with remembering the details. I think it's 1st of October. Yeah, 1st of October you turn 8. So that means that's minus. When was this created? 2018-ish? So -5, I guess. Thereabouts. It's very vague. Was he... Ain't no way. You're not 2 in this. You're 2 years old? No way, baby. That's too baby. 2 years? Maybe he looked different when he was 2. I don't know. Now that must be redrawn. I would have to find the original photo though to reference, maybe. maybe. Also, I honestly don't think I got that much better at drawing dogs. I'm not good at drawing dogs. Such baby. Real baby vibes. Dogs get big fast. True. He would have been, at 2 years old, he would have been fully grown. But still, 2 years? That sounds so baby. That sounds so young. My boy. I do remember that his eyes had this sort of reflection in it, though. It was just the sky, the wide open sky. But I don't know where this picture is, so I would have to find it. Either way, 2-year-old Tangerino looked like this? Bro, he looks like such a big boy. I mean, 2-year-old Tangerino is a full-grown Tangerino. So, yeah, maybe. I think so. Hi, Joestar. It's Tenji. The next one is not Tenji. This is not bad. I mean, it's bad in certain ways. Like, the anatomy is not great, but it's not bad. Isn't 2, like, 4... Yeah, he's in his, like, rebel phase, but he would be fully grown, I'm pretty sure. Just looks a little bit older now, I guess. I dabbled back into, like, anime style in a sort of anime style, and for some reason this is so clean. What the hell? This is so clean. Nice outfit. Yeah, it's like Black Butler inspired. Of course, Kuroshi Tsuji. Yes, that was a phase that I had, obviously. I like the outfit, the vibes. Who is he? I don't know. Nah. That's decent. It's just the body kind of looks small for his head. That's an... Yeah, it was an OC. It was a Black Butler OC, I think. Honestly, don't remember too much about him. If I don't have writing to back this up, I don't know who he exactly was, but yeah. Reminds me of a Black Butler kid. Yes, that's what I was typing! Yes! Yep. That's exactly what he is. That's exactly what he is. Yeah, I don't think I like that body type. I think I just actually have a problem with making the head too big, always. See how Phantom Hive reference? Yes. Because I used to always draw, like, very cheap, well, not chibi style necessarily, but the anime styles that I liked had very big heads, I think, like, at the very start, so I never really got rid of that in my mind. Yes. Tenji looking like a hallucinated demon you'd see while dying in a blizzard. He would come guide you to the other side, you know? He's a good demon. Good little demon boy. I don't have anything too negative to say about this. The lines are pretty clean. I guess I did this all in digital. His eyes are interesting. The facial anatomy. Okay, we can look at that a little bit, I guess. The facial anatomy is interesting, but I kind of like this sort of nose, and the eyes are meant to be all the way on the side of the head. For this one, it's a stylistic choice, even though I generally also just do that, even when it's not really a stylistic choice. But I don't have a problem with it. It's nice. Skin tone is also pretty good. Shading is simple. I kept it simple. It's fine. I did the ruffles like this. It's a very weird way to draw ruffles, but valid. You know, a valid way. Valid way to draw ruffles. I also like this sort of, I could draw ribbons. That's good. That's all I have to say about this one. That's basically it. We should, yeah, reset. Thank you. The rest, let's just not look at the rest too much. The face is what we want to, like, focus on. Zecke, yeah, hello, Steam Robot, hello. And also, what's up, nerd? No hugs. But I'll think about it in my head. Okay, yes. Imagined hug. Imagined hug is fine. The banister, I don't really know. I mean, it's just supposed to serve as like a simple little background. Obviously, I didn't think much about doing too much of backgrounds at the time. Neither do I now. God, the next one has the same background color. I guess I really like this blue. This is just, in anime style, it's just a dot. Yeah, that's true. And I can't even draw it correctly. It's fair. Or a weird looking paralysis demon lying on you while you try to sleep, just staring at you. That's what happens every time I wake up in the morning. Tenji is just there. Hello, what are you doing? And then he boops my nose with his nose. He's like, hello, are you waking up? Like, yeah, I am doing that right now. Thank you. This was another original character. Also, we're back to purple skin. But this time it's like less egregious. It is still too purple. That is clear. It is still too purple. And the features are just too much. They're too big on the face. It's just something that I did at the time, I guess. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's time to awaken 2 legs. Yes. Yes, only look torso up. Big true. That's just better that way. It's just better that way. It is. The skin is too purple, but it's not the worst. There's like multiple shades of color in the skin, which kind of is how skin works, so I don't mind it. The hair is very singularly drawn, but somehow also not in a super bad way. Also, I kind of split it up into parts. For some reason, this character was not supposed to have like multicolored hair or anything, but it sure is a bit multicolored there. This was a Game of Thrones OC. Of course, naturally. Very big eyes, very big nose, very big mouth. Every facial feature is just big for reasons. Yeah, Game of Thrones style. Yes, this is a Game of Thrones OC. You know it. Like, it's possible. People can have eyes this like far apart and stuff, and I'm not so sure about the rest of the face if that's like possible, but you know, it's a stylistic thing. That's fine. That's okay. She like has her hair tied up in some way, but her hair is pretty short. And yeah, you can tell probably by this sort of cloak thing. Obviously, I didn't care about what the hell was going on with the rest of the outfit. I was just here for the face and the hair. Still true, still real oftentimes, you know, not gonna lie. But I don't mind this. This was okay. I have no qualms with this one. Well, I have some qualms with this one. The skin is still pink, you know. That's still a thing. No, not pink. Well, it's also pink, but it's still a bit too purple. But not egregiously too purple, I think. So I'm okay with that. Hello, welcome home. Hello. Hi. My mom came home. Hello. Zecke of the North, taker of blood, keeper of Tenji. Yes, exactly. The next one is very similar to this. You can tell this was drawn at the exact same time. But this is watercolor. This is not digital, obviously. Game of Thrones OC, yes. Just like the Dovahkiin swooping into the Red Keep and turning it into a parking lot. I would never do such a thing. Tenji! This one's cute. It's rainbow hair, it's watercolor. You can tell I'm okay with watercolor at around this point in time. Like, the facial features are still the same. I like to shade with purple, but the skin in general is a bit less purplish, so I think it's fine. And there's just like fluff. That's okay. That is okay. Has my mom seen those drawings? Yes. Yes. I think so. Denji! Yes, Denji in the background! He's gonna go for walkies, maybe, potentially. Who knows? This exists. Not much to say about it. You know, this was my style at the time. The forehead was very small here. Also, these bangs are tiny. They're micro bangs. But, you know, that's a thing people do, I guess. This was the style at the time. I mean, nobody had a rainbow hair like this. How would you even do an ombre like this? That sounds very complicated, but it's fun. It's a fun drawing. I don't mind it. Really like that one. I'm picturing her being a D&D druid with rainbow weather theme. Ooh, that's fun. That is super fun. Is this traditional? Yes, this is a scan of a traditional artwork. You can see the paper was kind of like wavy and stuff. And there's a hair. That's probably Tenji. That must be Tenji. This is definitely Tenji. Probably being like, look here, I drew this. Yes, she probably knows, I think. This was in a sketchbook that I had. Yeah. I don't know if this is ballpoint. I cannot tell if this is ballpoint pen or pencil. From the fact that nothing is erased, I'm thinking it might be ballpoint pen, but it could also be pencil. I just don't erase anything, so maybe. It has some levity. It used to have some levity until, I don't know, until what? About to comment that you managed to get that traditional look. Yeah, no, it is just traditional. You can see how the color bleeds. It's just traditional watercolor. For real. That's the only traditional piece I put in there though. The color, yes, the color tipped you off. It's real traditional. This one is not traditional. This one was an OC of a friend. God, it truly is 2017. Everybody was wearing chokers. Could I stop giving people chokers? No, I could not. I'm not able to. Something about the hair that I did here, I still drew way too many details of the hair, but somehow, in a way, it works here. I did that okay. The facial features are still like the same. I did the thing where they're very big and very prominent. Every facial feature is. But something about this hair, you know, like, it's good. I think I put a lot of extra effort in because it was for a friend, you know. Being choked, no, just the necklace thing, No, we like chokers, right, chat? I'm out of the choker phase, but you know, it's fine. There's like some texture to the skin here that was obviously on purpose. Also, it's not purple, so that's good too. So yeah, why so many chokers were? Did anyone ever want to get choked? I'm sure some people did, probably. Some people probably wanted to get choked when they were chokers. But for the most part, it was just a fashion trend, I think. The wingtipped eyeliner, yes, the eyeliner and like the dots underneath the face. It's cool. I didn't make the design, right? I just took it from a friend. I made fan art for a friend's character, so I wouldn't say took it. That sounds like I'm stealing. That's pretty cool. I also like the little green patch. The hair highlight looks very satisfying here. I don't know. I like looking at this hair. It's nice. Spider eyes. Oh, it looks kind of like spider eyes, doesn't it? It would be 8 in total, but I think it's just supposed to be makeup. Fair. I like this. This is good. Don't know if I should have made the background. Well, the background color is fine. Like, the background color could have been a different color because it kind of bleeds into these ones down here, but nah, that's okay. Maybe they want to outline they belong to someone. Like a collar. No, I don't think so. I don't think at the time that was the intention, honestly. It was just something everybody wore in, like, high school. Another one where I took my traditional sketch and colored it digitally because that's what I always did and it worked really well for me. I like these hands. They're very complicated and very sketchy. I like this entire thing, actually. This entire thing is pretty fun. Pretty cool. Hello. I like this yellow too. Blonde and yellow. Oh my god, can you believe? Hi, Tench. Hey, Wotench. Hey, Wotench. Hi. He gets pet. Also, I still really like those speech bubbles where it's just a symbol in the speech bubbles, and she's clearly not speaking. The best. It's the Egon Schiele hands. Yes, this is around the time when I discovered Egon Schiele. You're so right. Wait, is this literal X to doubt? I think it might be. She looks like she's doubting something, right? She's like, nah, mate, I don't believe you. So that is happening. That is happening there. Oh god, we're gonna do a bit of a jump in the next one. I just saw. I can always preview these tabs, right? And I just see the next one. This was 2018, the next one is 2019, and that is peak. I want to have realism. I want realism time, which is weird. Weird that I went through a phase like this, right? But I did, so we're gonna get there, right? Jokers, that's Zecke, yeah. Are you behind? Can you hear me? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit, but it's not too long ago, the choker discussion. Okay, next one, brace yourselves. I don't really know how to brace yourself for this, but it needs to load. It's a very big file. Hello, realism. There's a thing on his face, but that's my screen. There's a lot happening in this. This took 50 hours to paint or something. Whoa. Huh? Yeah, I know, right? This doesn't look like my style at all. It's the whole crew. I still like it in a sense that it's like, wow, you sure did a lot with this. I just don't like how smooth everything is anymore, but you can, wait, let me just, I think, whose face do I like the most? Yours? It's a very big picture. It is a very big picture. Look at the details of everything. I don't even know if this is like the original size picture of this or not, but I had a phase where I tried realism. There you go. Yeah, the pink. Yeah, she's so cute. I like Pink Dress Lady too. Oh my god, the lyrics to the song that she sings is in the book. Of course it is. It is so detailed. Is that Napoleon? Yes, that is Napoleon. That is Bonaparte. Bonaparte in the painting thing. Because so many characters. Yeah, it took so long. This is the cast. These are actual people. This is the cast of Le Rouge et Le Noir in 2019, I think. And I drew all of them. The French musical, Le Rouge et Le Noir. And yeah, that was a lot of work. This took forever. I did like actual like portraits of every single actor in there. And they're so shiny. They're so shiny people. They're so shiny and smooth. They all look a little airbrushed, which, fair. They do sometimes. And I did a lot of details on everything. There's so many details here. Holy fucking shit, bro. I did my best with realism, I did my darndest in realism. It's good. I don't mind. I don't dislike it. I like the floor a lot, actually. The floor and the shoes and stuff, like this shoe. Something about this shoe, I'm like, yeah. This was Le Rouge et Le Noir hyperfixation time. Yes, it was specifically that. This, by the way, wait, whoops. This is the most opaque wine ever. This wine is actual actual red paint. Doesn't matter though. This is good. I get it. No, look, you can even see like the texture of her fucking stocking here. Like that it's like slightly textured, you can tell. There's a Bible, there's a rosary. Jesus Christ. Look at the details of all of that. I was insane at the time. I was literally mentally unwell. What the fuck? I appreciate the realism though. You know, you gotta study realism anyway, right? You gotta study realism in order to do... What is this? They are all text, you know, all of the text is text that's somehow related to the show, but I don't know what it is like necessarily. There's reflection. Yeah, the look at the tip of this feather. I'm sorry, look at this feather. This is such a tiny little detail in this painting, but like, what the fuck was I was insane at the time. I spent so much time on this, which, you know, yeah, you were in a state. I was possessed. I was probably possessed, yeah. Like, look at the fucking details on all of this. I mean, okay, not all of this. Obviously, a lot of the clothing is just plain clothing. But the ruffles and everything, that's a lot. There's a lot going on. I can do realism if I want to. I mean, some of their faces look a little bit uncanny, I think, but that's that's okay. It was 2019. It's fine. The details are good, though. That must have taken more billion years. It did. It did. Bonaparte guided my hand. Bro, did he care about art a lot? I don't know. I don't know if he did. I like this hand, actually. This is a good hand with the ruffles as well. And this coat in general, very good. Another good hand. And this guy is here. God, his beard hair. His fucking beard hair. Bro. I mean, honestly, this is just fun to look around in. The faces were all a tiny bit uncanny, but you know, that comes with the territory, I think, of making like realism art and trying your best, you know what I mean? Look at her dress and everything. Wow. Can I reset this and zoom out? Yep, there was a lot going on at the time. He did. He really liked how he looks on the horse. Fair. I think he cared about being depicted in art as much as possible. That is real. Yeah, he's like, you gotta paint me well, okay? Paint me well or else. And I'm like, okay, God. And I have a whole little like background even. I mean, there needed to be a background for this, obviously. There's all... No, I'm still proud of this, obviously. Although it does look a bit uncanny and very airbrushed, but that's fine. Look how massive my horse is. No, I'm not short. Yeah, this is taken from the horse painting. You can see the horse is here. That's the horse. I do like that. I have painted that horse painting at least a couple of times. Because, you know, Julien Sorel is a Bonapartiste, which this is, yeah, Le Mémoire de Sainte-Hélène. So, you know, he's a Bonapartiste. So, of course, I had to put Bonaparte in there. Because he always carries a little painting in his, like... locket or something. He has a little painting of Bonaparte with him, usually. And I'm gonna find the art that kind of reminds me of this style. Yes, give me all of it. So that was my realism era. I think I have some more of that in here. No, I held back. I have some more where it's just my art was so smooth. So smooth. I guess I could show you some more. God, we really need to get redrawing. Maybe we'll actually just redraw one thing and spend most of our time looking at old art, which is fine. That's very interesting anyway, right? Where is... Don't I have... Where is, comma? Don't I have, comma? Don't I have more smooth art? Yeah, this is another smooth art piece that I made. I like it. It's just not my vibe anymore. This is a character from a podcast. He has a cool little gun. Like, it's cool. It's cool. It's just not what I do anymore. Mostly. It's like realism attempt and very smooth. I like the colors here. There's like this blue that's radiating from down here. Could be stronger. The blue light would be a little bit stronger nowadays probably. But yeah. It is cool. I do still like it. Also look at all the details on this shirt. I sure did like painting details on shirts like this. I certainly did do it a lot. Yeah, he was in space. Wow. This is Juno Steele, actually. Yes. Juno Steele. From the Penumbra podcast. I hope that's what it's called. I don't even remember. Jesus Christ. I kind of want you to dump them on either Twitter or Discord or just the Google Drive folder. I should do a little art dump on Discord. I'll keep this window open so I know which ones I showed you, so I could dump the ones that you want to have. He's a card-carrying member of the Society of Ether. He is like a sharpshooter, but his eye got blown out. This is a fake eye. I really like this weird, this hurt eye detail. It's nice. It's good. I like it. Don't really have too much more to comment on this. Now, this is a little bit of a departure from things. It's getting more recent. This was 2020. Yeah, I think this is 2020. I'm pretty sure this is 2020. Penumbra? Yeah, I think it's the Penumbra podcast. I didn't finish listening to it, but the start was pretty good. Cute. We were making fun of a friend. One of these people in this comic is supposed to be me. Okay, I guess, this is supposed to be me at the time, obviously. And me and a friend were making fun of a friend for being a cat boy, definitely. He says he's not a cat boy, but I insist. I draw different styles all the time. Yes, wait, how do you know? Oh, wait, maybe you just know. Did I draw him very much looking like that? Yeah, that is Evan. Evan and I were making fun of somebody else in my friend group for definitely being a cat boy. And he's like, nah, I'm not a cat boy. And I made a whole comic about it. Catboyisms. Catboyisms. Warren, catboyisms, obviously. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's just us. That was what I did at the time. I wanted to show you this because actually the way that I laid out this one panel is pretty good. I put way too much effort into this. There's no reason to put this much effort into this. Well, bro, I love how you've literally always depicted yourself as the same black-haired petite girl. Well, at this time, I looked like this at this time. Maybe if we look back through the artworks, it wasn't quite that homogenous, but I knew he was familiar looking, yes. Oofufu. Oofufu. The oofufu laugh. So funny to me. Looking back on, I have more Catboy art, but we're not gonna dive into the Catboy art right now. I have so much Catboy art. I have a lot of art. Do I actually have this here? Because if I do, I would show you. I don't think I have it on this computer. Do I? No. No, I do not. Well then. Well, then you're not gonna see the catboyification of Will Graham from Hannibal, because I did that a lot. I just drew over Hannibal screenshots and put my friend as a catboy in it. Cat lads. As you do. As you do. Evan looks like Warren. It's just the hair. It's how I draw this hair. Look, it's kind of like a heart shape. Evan is my friend. Just a real life friend. You haven't met him too much, but sometimes in chat. So, yes, catboy art, catboy art, catboy art, indeed. Next one is not catboy art. Next one is podcast art. This is like an interesting piece because I know that this one didn't take that long. I remember that. I didn't take that long for this one. This is the main protagonist of the Magnus Archives podcast. At the end of the series, no spoilers. I'm just not gonna explain anything, so then there's no spoilers. That's him. And it's like very blurry, but somehow that works with the effect because of the situation that I'm not gonna explain any further to avoid spoilers. This is a little recording device, like a tape recorder thingy. That's where the tape is in. It's behind glass. It's reflecting something. It's pretty cool. I like what I did here because it's like blurry in a weird way that I like. I don't know. It's hard to describe why I like that. It's That One Spooky podcast. Have you heard of That One Spooky podcast? Because I was really into That One Spooky podcast in 2020. This was 2020. I mean, if I let my hair grow, I might become like that. Let's go. Let's go. I'm afraid I've got to run off and get a haircut now. Thanks for the stream and sharing your art with us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for providing commentary. It was very fun. Have a good haircut. Have a good haircut. I hope it turns out well. So yeah, that's this. Oh, from your sibling. Damn, your sibling is based as hell. Let's go. Let's go, your sibling. Yeah, this was Magnus Archives. John from the Magnus Archives. John Archivist. This is another OC. I don't remember why she has an axolotl plush, but you know, okay. This was a time in my art, 2020-ish, 2021-ish, I think, maybe, where I used this one pen to draw, to sketch in, and it was just this one, and it looked sketchy like that, and that was just how it is. I love this. I love this too. I really like this. This was like a space thing. This is a space podcast. This is a OC for a space podcast. As you do. Wolf, God, please, did I put it in the title? I did. Wolf 359. Or rather 359. That's a good podcast. You should listen to it. Of course I made a little OC, because why wouldn't I? Why does she have an axolotl plush? I do not remember. Did she even have that ever? Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, it's like my take on the little space suit. Even though I don't think spacesuits... Well, I mean, it's an indoor spacesuit. Obviously, she wouldn't go out like that in space, but like in the space station, she would walk around like this and float around like this. Yeah. Those are some tiny little legs. That's true. I liked drawing like tiny little like ankles. It's more of a stylistic choice. I mean, same with this here. I mean, the hand to wrist ratio is impossible, obviously. It's more of a stylistic choice, I think, than like a anatomy choice. But I like the lines. I like my lines at this point in my life. We're good lines. We've moved past this. I sketch differently now. But that's how life works. These are the type of art styles where I look back on it and I'm like, oh, that's nice. That's good. I like that. God, we really need to like keep moving so I can actually redraw the one thing that I wanted to redraw. Maybe it helps you hook yourself onto stuff with the straps. Yes, stuff like that. You know, just add straps. When in doubt, add straps, I think. Because no gravity. Yes, you're just floating around in your little space station in a little onesie. The next one is also an OC for, well, yeah, kind of. Anyway, just behold. Behold! This is Hades inspired, obviously. I think you can tell by the everything. I think you can tell by the everything that this is inspired by Hades, the game. Kind of like a god character thing. You can tell by the symbol even, that's a Hades symbol and stuff. I really like the Hades art style and I wanted to emulate it with the black shading and everything, and I love the Hades art style. It just looks like you wanna eat it. It's so nice. Oh, yeah, I want it. Hades was great. I love Hades. Me too. When is Hades 2 coming out again? God, I have lost track of that, but I was really into Hades 1, so, you know. I did like a OC character thing, self-insert thing. You can see the eyebrows. Oh god, the eyebrows are here. The eyebrows are here. You can tell. You know. You can tell. And it's just like an art-based god that I made up for myself. You know, just floating around. This is kind of how the character look like in Hades, how they're posed. Wait, I can show you. I mean, I'm assuming a lot of you know Hades. Let's say Artemis. I think I looked up Artemis as a reference for this a little bit. Of course, they're great at doing their job. It didn't take that much time to emulate it. Like, I didn't want to do it like in 1-to-1 emulation, but you know, this was the inspiration. They're just kind of floating around and talking. These are talking sprites. Maybe this was just before I became Tick. Yeah, maybe. Sort of, kind of. But I was more like a Christian god. I was more like a monotheic god before I became Tick, so, you know, not quite that. But this was the inspiration, and this was the result from that. I don't know if there's a release date yet. Okay, I looked it up for a minute and just found the first game's release date. Yeah, I guess there isn't then, probably. That makes sense. I would have heard of that, and maybe I would have remembered that. A weird detail I really like is the way that these colors bleed into each other. It's just satisfying. Artemis is great. Love Artemis. Then this is 2021. Whenever Arcane came out, this is 2021, I think. Again, different sketching style, but I like it. It's very cute. I mean, I like this artwork. I think I've shown you this before. at some point, maybe, potentially. We're getting to the end where things are very recent, you know, this is not too long ago. 2021, 2022, maybe even. It's very cute. This was my, God, it's always, this is my character for this and that show to self-insert into, kind of, more or less, you know. Self-insert is a term you can stretch, you know. They're just characters that I write into a show. Do they act like me? No. Do they look like me? No, not really. Sometimes yes, but sometimes no. So, I don't know. But the characters that I put into shows so I can write my own little stories interacting with everything. Who do you main in League of Legends? Victor. I used to try to main Victor, actually. But then I didn't. That was when mid lane was my main thing. Victor and Lux. Anyway, she's very cute. You know, I tried. This was in the show canon, this was Victor's sister. Of course, Victor's little sister, and she was like smart and helped him invent stuff. And she fell into the water in Zaun, which is why half of her body is like covered up like this, is because she fell into the fucking water in Zaun and like got burned and stuff. Whoopsies. I'm such a fangirl. I am! This is what drives me, yes? I like this a lot too. I like the sketchiness of it. Also, hello Thel! Hello. I like the sketchiness of it. I like the shading of it. There's a good backlighting. Can you imagine? There's like two light sources. There's like bright light on the left, like skylight, daylight, and there's warm light on the right. Which series? Arcane. League of Legends, Arcane. You know, Riot Arcane maybe is how you should search for it. That sort of thing. Also I didn't take too much inspiration from the art style specifically. I mean, aside from the eyes with the lighting like that, the lighting effect is very much their lighting. But otherwise, vaguely. I mean, it is Glove. Yeah, it is Glove. Her burnt skin is covered up with the gloves. That is true. Wait, do I have this one? I should have. I have a version of this painting. Do I not have it here? Oh no, I do not have it here. I do not have it here. I have a version of this painting though, where it isn't covered up and you can just see the burns, but she usually covers them up because, you know, ouchie, it hurts otherwise. Oh, that. Being a fangirl motivates me to make so many things. So I think that's pretty good. What is the next one that we have? Oh yeah, this is very recent. This is 2022. Yes, 2022. I did a study of Oscar Isaac. I just like this one. I found this when I was going through my art folder. I was like, oh yeah, I like this. I'm gonna throw this in here because we wanted to go all the way from 2012 to now. So that's more recent. That was before I switched to Procreate. So at the peak of my knowing how to use Sketchbook Pro, I think that's what it was called, Autodesk Sketchbook. Oscar Isaac, simple, easy, good. I liked it. Good art. 10 out of 10. Would draw again. It's just a study. But I really like the way that I do skin nowadays. It's not as smooth anymore, but I prefer that, honestly. Not much to say about that. That was like a year ago, so can't really say anything. Next one is Hassan. Whee! Whee! It's Hassan in the art style of Valorante, obviously. This is still my favorite. This is my background on my iPad at the moment. I like it a lot, okay? It's very cool. By the way, what was the green archer girl? I don't think you explained that. That was a character that was Artemis from Hades. So that was the inspiration for the artwork. That was her. The goddess, Artemis. Yeah, this is Hassan. I drew this like less than a couple months ago. About a couple months ago, you know. Now the rest of the art will be Hassan. I could have put a lot of Hassan art in here, but I did not, you know, to save you. Obligatory Hassan Mention. Yes. Ich weiß nicht so recht, was ich sagen soll. Also ich mache Smalltalk. In der Muttersprache, natürlich. Kann sehen, warum deine Hand spielen hat. Ja, ne? Was ein Haufen Radiergummischmerzen. That's actually not true. William, that's actually not correct. Because I never erase anything, ever. I do own an eraser, but I usually paint or sketch in ballpoint pen, so no erasing that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I do remember this. We all remember this. It's very recent. And this one is like the most recent, I guess. I've gotten fond of black lines. I drew Futaba quickly, but it's nice. Oh yeah, that's literally her. Yes. I just put that up as like a reference because of what I referenced the style of, you know? You know? That's that. No, not literally. Figuratively. Figuratively, this is true and based and correct. I want to set up my drawing now because this was the last artwork that I wanted to show you, and we want to redraw one of these now because that was something we wanted to do. Remember when that was what we came here for? I thought this part would take a little less time, but alas, it did not. Futaba! Futaba, my love! Yes, I did a little Futaba drawing, and I like it a lot. It's very simple, but I like it a lot. Didn't take very long. But this kind of is very emblematic of how I draw right now. Quick, decisive strokes. We've come along, you could say, we've come a long way from 2012. You could say that. Of course, this one I spent a lot more time on than I spent this one, but you know. Yes, queen, we remember. Oh shit, no, cancel. Oh god, I clicked on the wrong thing. Oh my god, I almost airplayed to television. That's not good. Shouldn't do that. Can I rotate this still, or will that fuck things up? Let's see. Okay, I can. Good. I almost airplayed to a random television in my house. Not even our television. Well, at least they wouldn't have seen anything weird. Neat queen. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Queen. Slay. All of that. Okay, we need to go over here now. Because I want to redraw. Are you here? Oh my god, hello, I'm very big. Hi, I'm very big. Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Ooh, where is my mind? Oh, there it is. Okay, there's my mind. Hey, I put these ones in here. I could pull up another one, but I honestly think I'm only gonna get to do this one. We should put the actual image on screen too, because I'm not gonna keep this on here for the entire time probably. Display your art to your neighbors. Yeah, it's like, hi guys, we're gonna be doing this now. I'm gonna be doing art now. But no, they asked me for a code. Thank God you can't actually do that. Big. I do like being big, but that I need to make a little bit of space at least. I like this screen a lot though. I like the screen a lot. We need some space for this picture to go. Maybe I'll just put myself like here, and then I can put the picture above me. I can't put it below the Zecke though. I think that's one image, so that's okay. Wait, let me find it again. Did I download it? Not on here yet, I don't think. It's this one. Save image as. Yeah, whatever. Just save it and throw it in there. There you go. We can put this like here. So we have the reference image up, because I'm not gonna keep this on this page. God mandated VTuber stream time. Yes. Just remember, Zecke art is difficult to master and very rewarding. But a JRPG that requires 500 hours is 100% is insanity. Oh look, it's Futaba. Very real, very real. I need to put this behind me. There you go. Perfect. So I can see it, you can see it, and we can redraw this. It shouldn't take too long. This should be pretty simple depending on what we do. I don't really need this layer anymore, but okay. Should we make the background color the same color? Can I color pick this, by the way? I don't think I mean I can, but I can't do the background color like that. Should we make the background color the same color? I think so. Maybe lagging? No lag. Don't lag. Bonk. Fill it in, baby. Fill it in. Let's go. And we don't see it often, but we appreciate Zecke's lower body. I did put a lot of time into that, you know? It looks very cool. It moves a lot, but we don't see it like ever. Oh well. I'm thinking about new outfits for new Zecke as well, by the way. Okay, now it's gonna be a lot of eyes closed. I tried to type that wholesome, but it sounded kind of sus. It did sound a little bit sus, but I know you, and you're not the most sus chatter here, so, you know, it's fine. We want to put this away. Don't need that right now because I can see you. I can see you over here. So, how do we want to approach this? There's like 70 different ways that we could approach this. Do I want to try and make it more like realistic-ish? Do I want to go more Sackstry? I don't think I want to go more Sackstry because that's not my vibe. I don't do that now. It was the best phrasing I had, Warren. I didn't have better phrasing. Do the punk rock outfit. I should, right? I should make something more punk rock. But I also want to make like a fancy one. Then again, it doesn't take that long if I, you know, buckle down and do it. But also, I'm kind of thinking about actually opening commissions, because I just feel like it. One, I feel like it. Two, money is nice to have, especially in times like these. Worldwide speaking, money is nice to have. Perfect. We did it. She's perfect. She lives. She's amazing. Also, I would kind of low key, I would like to do VTuber models, but on the same hand, I'm like, I'm not super experienced, and I don't know if I want to do other people's models. I just want to do more models for me. But that's not a good idea, is it? Hey, Wolf, what's up? Hello. Wow, Goth, One Piece swimsuit. We should do something for summer. You are not wrong. We should do something for summer. So she has a very round face, right? She's very young, I guess. I don't know what type of age I had in mind, to be honest. I don't know how painterly I want to make this, or like how sketchy on the scale of 1 to 10. I'm trying to match the original, but it's kind of hard to do, honestly. You should do commissions. It'll help you get more exposure. I think so too, you know? This is like the first time in my life that I've ever had a platform that was this big, you know? So I think it would actually work much better with actually getting people to commission me, as opposed to when, you know, you're just a nobody on the internet who doesn't have an internet presence at all. Of course, nobody's gonna commission you. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you exist. How are they gonna commission you, you know? But I need to like work out a good commission sheet to like lay out the prices and everything. I really would like to try models. I mean, I could offer that and see, you know, like ask people, you know, like if people bring an idea to me that I like, maybe I could do that. Then you don't have to accept every offer that you get. You can just decline. You can be like, nah, that design idea that you have is very boring and bad, and you don't want my idea to fix it. No, okay, well then I'm not gonna do it. I will deadass pay you to do some .hack art. That would be lit. I can do a lot of styles. I have so much I mean, as you know. I'm thinking about it. Fiverr, as no names use Fiverr. True. Back in my day, when I tried to do commissions in like 2017, I didn't know what Fiverr was. I don't know, was Fiverr a thing in 2017, do you think? Or not so much? Because I don't remember it being a thing in 2017. But yeah, Fiverr, I looked at Fiverr actually to get like, for VTuber model things specifically, to get like an idea of what people's prices are on Fiverr, because for models that makes sense to be there. I just tried to do commissions via Instagram, and that obviously didn't really work that much, because back in the day, 2017, I don't know, people didn't really know me. I got like 2 or 3 commissions or something, which is not nothing, but you know, whatever. whatever I'll let you know once I figure out prices. You know, you'll be the first to know, obviously. I'll try to revive Twitter with that. I mean, it's not dead. I do post on it, but I'm not like a Twitter goblin. I don't do the whole engagement thing too much. I'll try to figure out how I want to paint this, by the way, as we're talking. I'll figure out how I want to paint this. You get a mouth. You have a very small little mouth. I mean, this is still generally how I draw people a lot. This is like a go-to face. She has a very small little nose, small little eyebrows, big eyes, you know. This whole talk of commissions on Instagram sounds so awkward. It is awkward, isn't it? It's like, I do commissions. Hey, commission me. But then you have to like be DM'd and stuff. But it worked fair enough. I feel like a lot of people do commissions via Instagram. She was smiling in the original. Actually, we need to get you to smile like a little bit. I think there's a bit of a smile going on. It did work. It just didn't work great is all. But yeah, the reason why I'm like, ooh. Oh, Fiverr launched in 2010, but people didn't know about it, did it? Is Punk Gothic Lolita a thing? Ooh, I was thinking fancy punk. Oh, that's fun. That is very fun. I guess Fiverr was a thing much longer than I thought it was, but okay. But maybe it wasn't too popular yet? Perhaps, potentially? Her chin is off-center, by the way, but I mean, it's a sketch, so it doesn't matter. The main reason why I'm like, ooh, I would kind of like to try and make VTuber models, you know, for other people is because I see a lot of fun, like, little things that you can add into VTuber models, like certain animations or certain effects. I see that on my Twitter timeline a lot, and I'm like, I would like to try that out. But, you know, I don't have infinite amount of time, and I would love to be able to, like, utilize this time wisely. So if I were in the business of making VTuber models for people to, like, actually, like, use and have and get paid for it, then that would be a great way to spend my time testing out these things that I see on Twitter. I mean, yeah, I can always test it out for myself, but sometimes it's just not compatible, I feel like, with the type of look that I'm going for myself. So, you know, like, I see certain, like, anime-style VTuber models where I'm like, ooh, that's so fun. That's so fun that you can do this certain thing, and the way that it looks is so fun. It's just not for me. I personally don't want it, so I'm like, does anybody else want it? I mean, yeah, early years no one knew about Fiverr, but company has been in the market for 13 years now. That is crazy. They have prevailed. She's not really smiling. Oh my god, she's not. She's still... I recently found this feature. I think everybody knows this feature. Did you know the liquefy feature exists? I didn't know that existed. I found that out, like, when I was doing the portrait of my original character. That's the first time I ever used the liquefy feature in Procreate. I was like, whoa, that's so cool. That works so well. Yeah, I just use the very, like, surface level features of programs oftentimes. Always learning. Yeah, Procreate. Did you also... I know how to hide the HUD now. It's 4-finger tap. No one tells you this. I didn't know that. There's so many, like, little hacks you can learn for Procreate specifically. Hi, Tench. Hey, Tenchal. Tenchal. Now we're gonna sketch in her bangs, because at the time everybody had bangs. Bangs are good. Bangs are cute. She's very cute. Cute style. This is just a sketch. I don't know how much of this will keep in the end. We'll see. We'll see how we render this. So I'll get there when I get to it, I guess. So this hair covers her ear. Okay. I would also like to make this... Actually, can we put her down a little bit to have more space for the bow? I think so. Bonk, bonk, bonk. I'll look back. I'll look at some other people who do commissions, and then I'll grab some artwork, I guess, and see if I would open commissions tentatively. I mean, the good thing really is that you can just say, nope, I don't have space right now. I can't take your commission to absolutely anyone. You don't have to say yes to every commission that you get, especially if you're, like, have other forms of income, obviously. So it's not like, oh no, you've opened commissions, now you have to draw commissions all day, every day, and that's the only thing you can do. That is not true. You can choose your workload. I just don't know about taxes. If I open commissions, do I have to do a separate thing with taxes for that? That's the only thing I'm a little bit worried about, because taxes are a thing and I don't know how they work. Because that's, like, a different thing. That's not the same thing as as VTubing, which I do, like, I figured out the taxes for that. So I don't know how taxes for commissions work. I feel like a lot of artists don't, and they just kind of do tax fraud, which, you know, fair enough. You do you. You do you. But at some point, if you do commissions, like, a lot, you should figure out what taxes are and how they work, and you should pay them. Or at least be aware of it, you know, like through which channels you get your money from and stuff, that, you know, the right people do or do not know about it. You know what I mean? Taxes, yes. Like, this is a different type of category of tax. So could I do that under this business? Because VTubing, you have to open a small business. I did that. I am a small business owner in this sense. But this is like entertainment and streaming. That's not what art selling would be. That's a different type of little business. So I don't really know if you would have to open a separate thing or if you can just do that in another way. I guess I could Google about that. I feel like more people would know about that on Google than they know about VTubing, actually. So that's a bit easier, maybe. And I could, of course, just ask Calix as well. But Calix is very busy right now. I don't want to bother Calix with that sort of stuff right now because Calix just moved to a whole new city all the way across the country. I mean, our country's not that big, but, like, still, it's a big move. I don't know if I want to bother Calix with that right now. They've got their own things to take care of. Look, it's the sketch. It's like the same. Wait, I can't go down too much. It's like the same thing, but my style, right? It looks pretty much the same. We can do like a little thing for the nose. Now we'll color it, and then we'll see what happens. If you're an independent contractor, you can pretty much write off everything. At least out here in the US. Yeah, the US does it differently, I'm sure. If we actually, I want to show you. If we take these colors, right, from this picture, you can see, oh, the skin color is like up here. It's basically white. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I've done that before. And then you go, oh, this is the shading color, right? You take the shading color, you look at where that is. It's not darker at all. It's just more saturated. That's crazy. I like the shapes here, right? We have better shapes, I think. More defined shapes. We'll see, like, how we render it. Still not sure on that. I think I'll just do it how I do it. So I'm not gonna be color picking from this, I think. I think that's not a great idea for an actual art upgrade. We can still keep the colors light, but, you know, it doesn't have to be like this, you know? I think, nope. I think maybe like this is an okay color for skin. I'm still bad at skin colors, you know? Is that a good skin color? I mean, it's a skin color, but is this the skin color that I want? I feel like this could work. With highlights and shade and stuff like that, maybe this could work. We'll see, we'll see. Same piece, but different, but also the same. Yes, that is what we are doing. The same, but different, but the same. I mean, we can always change this, but I just don't want it to be as light anymore, because that's insane. That is an insane amount of lightness. I mean, some people are very bright. Some people will look like that in the correct lighting. It's not impossibly bright or anything like that, but... Okay, the original just kind of went off screen with the shoulders, I guess. But I feel like maybe this is a bit more realistic. I mean, we're gonna paint in... How are we gonna do the hair? Are we gonna use layers? Oh my god, ain't no way. Layers? A little bit. I think I want to use layers a little bit to make things a tiny bit easier for me. I'm not the biggest user of layers in general, but we can do a little bit of layers. So is that too dark? Or is that good? I think we can make it actually a bit more pinkish though. Because some people have very pinkish tones. We'll see. We'll check it out. So alpha lock, and then that's not it. You can be a bit brighter. The background color is also very bright, which makes this whole thing a bit brighter looking overall. God, the hair color is so yellow in the original. That's insane. Does Tenji want to walkie with mom? Does he want that? He does not want that. Maybe he does not want that. Tenji is a very indecisive boy. See, now I would just go like in this sort of direction instead of going in this direction. Who does that? Although we can go in this direction if we want to add some blush. That doesn't exist in the original above me there. There's no blush there at all. She's just a porcelain doll. But I'm fairly certain that was not the intention at the time. It may be like that, but I don't think it was the intention at the time to make her an actual doll. She has doll-like features, but I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be human. I don't know. Yeah, Tenji is here. He was just like laying down and vibing, and now my mom is like asking him if he wants to go outside, but oftentimes he's like, nah bro, I don't need to do that. I'm an independent young doggo who doesn't need to go outside ever. And that is his decision, but it's not a good one. It's not a good one. So I like to add a little bit of blush everywhere where there is blush on a human person, like around the eyes a bit, and around the ears, and around the nose, especially like inside the ear, depending on how the light falls, because the ear is a little bit translucent. It'll make it look red. That's like a thing with like how the light disperses underneath skin. It's a whole thing. Now we can add some shadows. I do still like to make the shadows like colder. That's something I've always done. Look, this is technically purple, but I think I'm like, is it okay? Yeah, no, it is okay. It doesn't look too purple. I think it just becomes purple if you make everything purple. You know what I mean? If you make everything purple, things will become purple. This is my life hack. Life hack tip for today. So we're gonna be shading the eyes, and we're just gonna try and keep the lines a little bit more clean, you know? That's the big thing I used to have. I used to use a very soft brush, I think, and or blended it out a lot, which is something we're not gonna want to do anymore. At least I don't like to do that anymore. It's still totally valid to have like, oh god, Jesus, don't do that. To have very blended pieces, but I'm just not on that train at the moment. Maybe I'll get back on that train. Sometimes I get back on that train. The last piece of my original character art that I made had very, very blended skin because it was supposed to like be mimicking an oil painting, be mimicking realism sort of. So it was much more blended than something like the Futaba piece would be, for instance. But that's just the difference there. So we're gonna be adding my favorite little drop shadow right here. That doesn't exist in the original either. The skin really blends in together, like her chin and everything else. I think the chin is still, honestly, the proportions are still pretty similar. And we're gonna add some highlights, so we're gonna make it a bit lighter again, but I'm not gonna be trying to emulate Zecke Ch's art style anymore. If everyone is purple, no one will be. Syndrome from The Incredibles. Probably me when I was drawing my characters purple for some reason in their skin tone, even though they weren't supposed to be purple people. It's like, no, that's just their skin tone in the lighting. And I certainly did believe that at the time. So we're gonna shade underneath the hair a little bit too. There's gonna be hair there later, but right now there's shadow because something is covering up the light source. Which, where's the light source in this piece? Everywhere. It's ambient lighting. I don't think there's like a strong singular light source. I did put a little bit like more shading on the face here to suggest a sort of three-dimensionality in the original. It just didn't work that well, which, you know, that happens. Sometimes you try your best and you don't succeed. We can also try to do the shading of the chin again a little bit. There's honestly, for a piece like that, if I was going for the style that I was going for, I should have just shaded it less, I think. That would have made it better, but you know, that's fine. Are we gonna do eyes next? Maybe, also. Maybe if I wanted to be a little bit more painterly, we could like turn the opacity of the sketch down a little bit, but I'm unsure about that. We could also turn the... Nah, I don't know if I can edit the color like that, actually. Actually, maybe not. I don't know. Let's just continue. I like to just pick white. These days, currently, what I'm currently doing is just picking white and not putting it on full opacity when coloring in the eyeballs. Because that works for me. It gives it like a natural enough tone, at least when the lighting is pretty bright. She has the bluest eyes ever. Some people have very blue eyes, but like probably not that blue. We're gonna try and keep it quite blue to keep the spirit of the original alive, because, you know, it was all about those blue eyes, but I cannot bring myself to make them that blue ever again. No. That is just not how eyes look like, I think. Not even the bluest of blues. Gonna make it a bit lighter in the bottom. I didn't even do that. The eyes are a very flat plane in the original as well. There's not that much going on. And then I'm gonna make it a bit darker at the top, naturally. Tip-top, Tenchi tip-tops. Tenchi tip-tops in the background. See, I say naturally, but back in the day, old me wouldn't have agreed, apparently, with that being too natural. I also like to add, like, multiple shades of blue in one eye. No, but for real, in the coming weeks, I totally hit you up with a dot hack commission. No BS. Having a portrait of Skeeth would be wicked awesome. I'll see if I have it done, like, the commission sheet, so, you know, like, the prices and stuff in that time. I need to figure out the prices and stuff first. Oh, look, that's a deep blue. We can do like a deeper blue. That's a bit too saturated actually for my liking. I would like to turn that down. I've been really loving desaturating my art recently, but that's of course the exact opposite of our reference pictures. So I don't know how much of that I will be doing. We can add some highlights to skin too. It's still very bright. We are not really taking that away, are we? But I'll keep your dot hack commission in mind. I will. So we're gonna add some highlight on the bridge of the nose as well as the cheeks. They're all often like triangle shapes, those highlights, but I would like a little bit less opacity on that, perhaps, potentially, maybe. No time frame either. Take a decade if you want. I'm an easy client. That is very much an easy client. That is too easy. Too easy almost. No, that's very nice. Yes, I'll see. I'll see. When I've figured it out, I'll let you know. You'll be the first to know. I'll post it. If I have permission from Juno, I'll post it on Juno's Discord as well as my Discord, as well as everywhere. We can bring back a little bit of the shininess that I adopted at some point. If only all art clients were like William. For real, life would be so easy. There's so much like rudeness out there when people commission art isn't there. Like there's people who have expectations that are just impossible to be matched. I mean, that's a pretty good face, I suppose. I'm trying to like make sure to match the painterliness of it a little bit so that this isn't just a sketch while the other one is a full painting, but it's kind of hard to know how far to go. So we're gonna do some hair now, and then we're gonna go back into refining stuff. William deserves the head pads. Get the head pads. What color did I use for the original hair, I wonder? I mean, it's very bright. It's very, very, very bright. We can do bright hair, but maybe not that much, and maybe not that yellow, maybe. Let's see how it fits. I mean, some people have blonde hair. Oftentimes blonde hair will look, at least for me, very similar in shade to the skin tone, like in lightness to the skin tone, which is a little bit difficult to deal with. But we'll figure it out. I think this is a okay... Oh, we're not on full opacity, that's why. This is an okay blonde. We'll see. The highlights and shadows will dictate... Are we on a new layer? Yes, we are. Will dictate how that goes for me. Because in the highlight... This is obviously not like the brightest color of blonde that blonde can be, and we can add that in the highlights. Also, I want to separate the back hair from the front hair because that makes it easier since we've already drawn in the skin. Since I always start with the skin, that's just what I do. That is just my flow, my progress. Are we hyped for tomorrow's Metal Gear? I just thought about it again. Oh my god. We're gonna get to the most iconic meme scenes in the game tomorrow. Can you believe? She has that very curly hair. Well, not curly, but like wavy. Very wavy. Wavy is absolutely correct. I do think there's some design similarities between those old ass drawings and my current drawings of current OCs. Because, you know, you can take the old art out of the artist, but no, wait. You can take the artist out of the old art, but never the old art out of the artist. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. So we can put all of that up. Honestly, this is a pretty good shade of blonde. It's a realistic shade of blonde, but we want to put some highlights in there so it looks closer to the original, maybe. But the thing is, I just can't make it as saturated as I did back then. That wouldn't sit right with me, you know what I mean? And instead of painting every single hair like we did back in the day, we're just gonna do chunks. Only chunks. Chunks of hair. I was gonna say chunks of flesh, just reflectively. Making them... Hello, Victor memes? But you killed all the memes last time. True, my memes have become... Dreams have become dead. It's very true. Making the mother of all omelets. You gotta break a few eggs, yes. It looks like sleep talking because my eyes are all the way closed because I'm looking all the way down on my little iPad. It's in my lap already, you know. So we're gonna make some highlights. Wow. Shiny hair. Shiny. I mean, hair is still difficult. You gotta figure out a level of detail that you want for your hair, and then you gotta stick with it. Your mileage may vary, but every time I've personally commissioned art from an online artist, I've gotten super lucky, and all the finished pieces were great and outstanding. That's good. Couldn't have been happier with the finished products, though, again, maybe I'm just lucky, perhaps. I think... Oftentimes, if you do enough like research into who you're commissioning, I think you're gonna be fine. But the artist doesn't have that luxury, so like the artist is the one who often gets screwed over by the people that commissioned them instead. So like if you don't make people pay up front, that's a bad idea, I think. You should make at least half. It depends on if you're doing like a big commission or a small commission, I guess, but I think you should at least get like half payment up front, if not all of it, depending on how much money it is. Because it's very easy for people to run once they've got the art, right? And it's not as easy for you to run because people can make a stink about it. And or just say PayPal, hey, give me my money back. They can still do that, but you can like refute. No. I always paid. Of course you did. Of course you did. I'm not trying to insinuate that you didn't. that would be a crazy thing to just randomly say. Like, oh yeah, and I didn't pay ever. That would be wild. No, I'm assuming that you did. Yes. But I think often in the commission market, the artist is the one who gets screwed rather than the customer. Although there's some like con artists, haha, get it? Con artists as well who do not actually offer what they they cannot produce what they offer, rather, and they just steal, you know, the images that are on their commission sheet or whatever the fuck from other artists, and then like, oh no, this is stolen art, you can't actually draw. Well, great, got scammed. But I think it's pretty easy to well, maybe not easy, I don't want to say that necessarily, but it's not too hard for somebody who's commissioning art to kind of like verify whether or not their artist is legit most of the time. If you do a little bit of research into them, I think you should be able to verify that. And it's fun, right? Headpads for everyone. Headpads for all. Look, that's nice hair. That looks like a real person's hair, in my humble opinion. So we're gonna add some back hair as well. I would like to take this color, please. Of course, there is like blonde that is much more colorful, but I just wouldn't draw that anymore. Now I think we're in the AI art age now, aren't we? Yeah, we are in the AI art age. Probably the worst time to get into commissions, but then again, you know, not really something you can choose to do or not, I guess. Into making commissions, I guess. But we're also in the skep era of art right now. The skep trend is skep, by the way. Skep is a website, I've learned. Skep is a commission website, Japanese commission website, I guess. Is it Japanese or is it international? Like, could international artists sell on skep? Is that a good idea to try and sell on skep because people are currently all like over it, or is it not a good idea? I wonder. I'm sure people who are outside Japan can probably also sign up. Maybe not. Oh god, not AI art though. Yeah, AI art is a problem just because it's based off of theft and only theft. And people defend it, and there's a whole argument, even though there totally shouldn't be because it's completely stolen. Oh well. Oh, you look up to see a giant ball of light the size of Saturn. You should have gone for that. Goodbye. Oh no. Oh no. Scab? No. No scabs, only strikes. Skip. That's okay, it's okay. The AI can't handle drawing hands and feet yet. The AI is learning, the AI is growing. But the AI will never have soul. Something. The AI will never have artistic intent. The people behind it may have some semblance of that, but never quite to the degree of an actual artist. So I think that's something that sets it apart, for instance, as well. I mean, there's a lot of things about the art world, like the professional art world, that are shitty anyway, like even beyond the existence of AI art or anything like that, like gallery life, that sort of thing. Highbrow art world, oftentimes quite the shitty place to be anyway, but you know, I've seen some AI art try to replicate signatures. Seems pretty evil. Yeah, right? Like, it's so disingenuous and dishonest and just downright, like, basically illegal. Technically, there is such a thing as intellectual property, right? And AI art does not confirm with any of that. But I guess people don't care. People who are into AI art couldn't give a shit. Look, right, the bow is semi-transparent, so we need to actually draw the hair that's like behind the bow a little bit as well. There you go. There's hair. It's like a little half up, half down thing. Wait, really, Aiden? Right? That is very evil shit right there. AI art. The whole AI discussion is very interesting to keep an eye out for, but not interesting in the sense of, ooh, wow, I love this. More interesting in the sense of, oh, wow, I hate this. At least for me. I mean, I have gotten tired of people talking about it as well, but still, I think it's a discussion that is important to have. You can't just ignore it either. That's not going to help the issue. Look at that. Her hair looks so hair-like and nice. I think I want to render this a little bit more, though. Yes, really, they aren't good at it yet, but it happens. I think it must probably also happen accidentally too, right? Probably. Since if they take art without permission, of course, that has a signature on it, it's gonna try and automatically replicate that aspect too, right? So we're gonna do the translucent bow now, the semi-translucent bow. I don't know if I'll work with just making the layer half transparent or if I'll just paint it in a way that it looks a little bit more half transparent. We'll see what I decide to do. I mean, this is already half transparent as is. Maybe if I just keep being careful enough with it, I can just get away with that without messing with the layer styles or anything of the sort. Man, I'm so excited for this weekend, by the way, because Juno is coming over. I'm still considering streaming on the weekend, but also, like, maybe we just have enough to do with our various chilling and fandom activities that we do not want to stream, so I'll have to see about that. That's why I didn't even put it to be determined or anything on there, because if there's a stream, then that is a fun surprise, but if there isn't, then there just isn't, because we'll be busy. I'm also still writing my fanfiction. I've now finally planned out like all of the remaining chapters, basically, that I need to put in there, that I want to put in there. I mean, I don't need to do anything, but that I want to put in there. So I have a very good plan on how to go about it. I'm very excited. Maybe just chill and have fun on the weekend. I mean, stream can be also very fun, and we do have some time on Sunday, especially because no shops are open and stuff. We need a meme like that one about the crab silencing corporate, brands on Twitter, but for AI, like bad AI, no fraud. Yes, silence corporation, like silence AI, bro. I'm sure I've seen some memes that are well suited for that. The problem is just sometimes sniffing them out is not that easy. The AI art, sometimes it looks pretty fairly convincing to like certain styles. Other styles it has more problems replicating. How does the bow even make sense? Well, who knows? Yes, I saw it do it accidentally, but people have already started to copy real artist styles and say it's from original artists. So I see no reason why these assholes wouldn't copy signatures too. Fair. Saw in fanfiction. JK. Yeah, no, I'm not on the level of writing fanfiction about real people yet. I'm like thinking about it. Wait, did I ever do that? It's a good question. I mean, I guess Hamilton was a real person, but it's more like a historical figure. And I was strictly interested in the musical sense, so I guess that. But I also never really got into too much of the fanfiction aspect of that specific fandom that I was in. Yeah, about real people, it gets a little bit odd. But like characters, hell yeah. Let's do that. Let's do more of that. Chill times, good times. Okay, this is that. I mean, it's certainly her, just in a new style. I would like to like make it more. I would like to make it more painterly, more intricate, because there's a lot going on. It may not be good, it may not be done super well, but there certainly was a lot going on in the original, so maybe we would want to like try and render it out a little bit more. Is my idea right now, especially because we have some time to spare to do that, since I'm just gonna do one, and maybe one day I'll do more. We can add some more details towards the eye. Imagine I just accidentally replicate it way too well and it just becomes the style again. I think that's impossible, actually. I don't think I can do that, but you know, y'all have permission to write fanfiction about me. Just the people here, though. Okay, good. We can write Aiden fanfiction. What type of what would we write? What would I write if I wrote Aiden fanfiction? Sounds so funny. Just, let me think about it. I mean, does writing fanfic about fate count as writing real people fanfic? I think it's based off of fictional versions of a real person, so it doesn't count like Hamilton. Yeah, I think it doesn't really count either, because, like, historical figures are are kind of like characters in a sense, because we don't really know what they were like 100%, and there's a 0% chance that they would ever see this fiction written about them. And it's based off of a characterization of the person and not like the real person any accounts of like the real person. Another fun thing about Hamilton, like leftover things about Hamilton, I guess, is that today my calendar reminded me that tomorrow is Thomas Jefferson's birthday. Because, I was into Hamilton, so I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah, let me put the actual dates of the actual founding father's birthdays into my calendar, because I need to know that. I need to know what these, like, random horrible white men were up to in the year whenever the fuck all of that went down. I already forgot. 1776. New York City. I don't know if that was correct. A lot of the numbers fit onto the rhythm of the song, so I don't know if that was right. But yeah, I can hear the souls screaming within her eyes. The screams of the damned. Not the screams of the damned. No. Do you think she's damned anybody? Do you think that's the type of girl that she is? I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl in the world. I like doing this recently. I started to do this and I've been liking it pretty well right now. Is just making a sketch, drawing everything normally, and then adding a new layer over top of the sketch to like add refinements on top, like a painting kind of. That's nice. Yeah, I kept the note of the birthdays of the founding fathers. It was in an old, like, I had a calendar. It's like a Google calendar, right? So I had it on my old phone and everything. But because it's Google, it, like, transferred. Now I got Google Calendar again. I used to use whatever Apple's calendar version is. I used to use that for a little while. Then I didn't have it anymore. But now, because I switched back to... No, this is too muddy. I don't like it. Because I switched back to Google Calendar... I now have these again. Whoopsie doopsie. That sure is something. Is Fate fanfiction? Fate is Fate fanfiction, kind of? I don't know. Is any like work inspired by historical people fanfiction? Then yes. Look, wow, shiny. Wow, shiny eyes. Fun. Pog and fun. I forgot my trail of thought completely, as always. Or two people. Or one or two people. Aiden the Cookie Warrior. Yes, that is your fanfiction. You should start writing fanfiction about that. I think that's a good idea. Just Aiden making his way through the lands and distributing cookies to the poor, maybe? I don't know, the needy. Like a Robin Hood type. But without the stealing, I guess. I mean, you could add the stealing. You could add the stealing back into it. Not everyone in Fate is historical. Sherlock Holmes is in it. That's true. Hey, it's finished already. It's basically finished. Yeah, I'm just adding some, like, extra finishing touches again. Hi, Sauce King. Hi again. Because the first one was pretty detailed, albeit, at my skill level at the time. So, whatever that tells you. So I'm thinking I should put some more details into this. I've gotten a lot faster at art too. I mean, that's a logical progression, of course. I've always been fairly fast, I think, for the most part. But now I've gotten even faster. Faster and faster and faster. I mean, that's one part that you learn when you're like well, I'm not a professional artist. Well, am I a professional artist? In a way, I sort of make money off of my art, so I guess I am a professional artist in a way. But I'm not professionally trained. Well, I'm not classically trained. Definitions of things. Oh no, we hate to see it. I don't know, it confuses me. But either way, you learn how to get quicker, though. That's something that you learn in art school too. I'm pretty sure it's very important to be able to not take forever on a single piece. I don't know how much I want to render out this nose. I think the answer is not that much, but we can add a little bit more detail, because there was detail in the original nose too. A lot of the original nose, I say that as though it's like the original sin or something. A lot of the original nose is very much like how I draw noses now, still, just anatomy-wise. It's like my go-to nose. No, not my go-to nose. Well, apparently. Apparently, yes. We should also define the lips a little bit more. We could also do some more with these lines here, make this a bit darker, bring it a bit in, you know, just adding some details where there weren't any in the original. I didn't give her any eye bags, and I think that's fine and good, you know, like, what?
Someone told me that if you're making money off your craft, it means you're a professional. Nachdenkliches Gesicht.
Oh, nachdenkliches Gesicht. Hey, Tenchi, can you stop? Please. He's like, he heard the donation. He's not on board. He doesn't agree with you. He doesn't agree with your definition. I think I agree with your definition, though. If you're making money off of your craft, that means you're a professional. And I made this face, these face right here. So that's, and I'm making money off of that. And that was made with art. So yeah, thank you for making me a professional, Chris, by the way. Hey, I can make funny fan fictions, though. Yeah, I wanted to use that sometime for like a stream where we just use the AI to write fan fiction. But I like writing my own fan fiction. God, I'm so looking forward. I'm making the cover for that. I could show you that. And Tenchi doesn't like Hans, does he? Apparently not, which actually kind of impossible because he can't hear that. That's in my headphones. How did he hear that? I do not know. Interesting reaction for Tenchi to Super. Right? Like, what the hell? Tenchi, this buys you snacks. Indirectly. Very indirectly, since I think most of the snacks are bought by my mom. But I send my mom money sometimes. So technically, this buys you snacks, Tenchi. So psht. One of the funniest things about Fate is that it used Astolfo, a very minor character of the the Charlemagne Knights, and now he became a huge character, and there's way more information about the Fate version than the original one. That is true. That is a true fact. When like shows like this use characters that are real people, but they are more popular, or at least the same amount of popular as the original historical figures, when you Google, you will find the anime version of the people, and oh boy, can that be annoying sometimes. Like, I will Google Osamu Dazai as like the author. I want to know more about him as the author, that he was historically a real person, and I find the guy from Bungo's Stray Dogs, and I'm like, I know, but Tenchi's so anti-capitalist. He's against YouTube donos. Yes, let's go, Tenchi. I've raised you too well. We live in a capitalist society, Tenchi. We have to participate in it at least a little bit, okay? You must understand. Hey, look, her lips are more real and true and right. Bungo Stray Dogs character, love him. Yeah, he's pretty cool. You know, he is pretty cool. But when I'm looking for actual real life Dazai on Google, that's not what I'm looking for. Can he please leave? I appreciate him for being cool and nice to cosplay. I've seen a lot of very nice cosplays of him, but I would like him to leave at the same time. At the same time, could you please leave? We're just adding some more details to make her face look a bit more interesting, a bit more alive. She does have a very similar expression to the old one. It's kind of funky, kind of fun. Would I like to add some more details to the hair? I mean, I guess. And or we could also add some more shiny. Historical sad boy Osamu Dazai. He was very much a sad boy. He was a sad boy and a bad boy. He made some decisions in his life that were not great. I mean, many even. I read No Longer Human. I know of the things. No Longer Human was a good read. That was one of the last books that I like read actually to completion, because oftentimes I will start reading a book and then just kind of stop, and then yep, that's the last we've ever heard of it. But that one I finished reading. That was a pretty good read. Hello, Aaron, what's up? We're redrawing the thing from the art from the thumbnail. The rest of the stream is very much just going back through old art, which is very fun, but it takes a lot of time. More time than I thought it would take. So we did that for a very, very long time, but it was entertaining, so I'm not complaining. I see. I was looking for that in the bookstore, bought If Cats Disappeared from the World instead. Aw, what's that? Who wrote that? I've never heard of that one before. Is that also him? I don't think so. Probably not. I don't know how many books he wrote. I don't know his entire bibliography. Yes. Let's add some more highlights. Shading hair is still hard. Shading hair will forever be hard. Like, how much detail do you want to add? How shiny do you want to make it? What's your credit card information? You know, all of these questions you need to ask yourself and answer them while drawing hair. Like, hair is weird, you know? Hair's just odd. Never would have known about the author without the anime, does I? So he had the opposite effect on me. That is fair, I suppose. I don't actually know which one I'd seen first. Potentially I'd seen the anime version first, but maybe I didn't like look into it too much because I may have seen it as like a cosplay or something. But then I knew who Daze was first as the author. Primarily as the author. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl in the world. I don't know why that came to my mind. No Longer Human is one of the best worst reads. Very good, technically great, but soul-crushingly depressing. It's very dark, yep. Certainly don't read that when you're in like in that sort of a mood, you know? A very bad mood, a very bad, no good mood. You gotta be in the right mental disposition to read his work, I think. That's a different author. Makes sense. Where a person that has cancer makes a deal with the devil. Genki Kawamura. Oh, that sounds interesting. That does sound interesting. That also sounds pretty sad, actually. Some Faustian deals. We love some Faustian deals. I had an idea for a play that is based on a Faustian deal. I think I've told you about this before at some point as well. It would be fun to write about, but like, when am I gonna write that? Also, would I write it? It was originally an idea for a play, yes, but like, am I gonna write a play? Would I write a play, or should I just write it as a novel if I were to write it at all? That's a good question, because writing novels is certainly easier than writing a play. Is that true? I just made this statement without knowing if I believe it or not. I think writing a novel is a bit easier, or a novella. I don't know how long it would be, okay? Because like, a play is so unique. Also, a play would be kind of hard to market, wouldn't it? Like, how do you market that to readers? Like, here, read a play. No, this will never be produced on stage. A play should ideally be seen on stage. You know, you can read a play, but it's nicer to see a play. So if I were to write a play with no intention of producing it, that's maybe not the best idea. However, maybe I could have intention of producing it, but intent only gets you so far. How the fuck am I gonna produce a play by myself? I mean, I have some friends who have been or are actors, more or less, like interested in acting and have acted in certain things. I don't know how many stray hairs I want to give her. Some. She had a lot in the original, so we'll see. I don't know. Have you ever seen Jose, the Tiger and the Fish? Jose or Josie? Josie? No, I'm completely unfamiliar with that. I do not know what that is. See, I'm adding more detail into the hair because you can add a lot of detail into the hair even without making it not good. But you gotta see where you draw the line. You gotta draw the line somewhere. But then I would never have read it. If you were never in the mood, if you were never in a good enough mood to read it. Fair. I'm just saying, it's just a suggestion. It's merely a suggestion for general user safety. That's all. That is all. Could have done that in a bigger brush. Didn't. Life choices. But that's okay. You can add so much detail to hair. Can you believe it? Can you fucking believe it? I mean, it's certainly the same girl. That's always a big question you gotta ask yourself. If you're doing art, how much do you want to do for this one? When is it enough? Like, it's gonna be done at some point, but when is that point reached? You'd think you'd know, but you don't. You don't necessarily know. Oftentimes it's less clear than you would assume it would have to be. Could be done, could be not done. Either watch the anime or IRL rendition of Josie, the tiger and the fish. Josie, the tiger and the fish. Is it Josie or is it Jose? I'm assuming if there's an anime version that it's not Jose. I don't know. But I do not know. I do not know anything. I don't know anything. I don't even know why I don't know. Do, 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 do. But this was a fun walk down memory lane. I really like looking back at old art. That's why you should always keep your old art and try to make sure to archive your old art. You never know when it's gonna be gone. A lot of my old digital art, I think, is in fact gone. Because one time I had a computer that melted. I mean, it didn't literally melt, but it kind of literally melted. So keep track of where your art is. Get your art in order, you know? So that you don't lose it again. That's also why I'm thinking of backing up my files from my... I think I actually already did that. I should look if I have backed up my files from my old little laptop, because as you can tell from the description, old little laptop, he may combust at any moment. I don't use him that often because I have a computer and I prefer that, but he's very old and he has some important files, so I should probably back him up. Having a backup drive is a good idea, yep, because everything can melt. So either a physical backup drive or even better, in my opinion. I don't know if it's actually better in the long run because these could technically also go down. But I feel like having a drive, like cloud save, is good as well. A cloud save, I've uploaded a couple of the artworks onto the cloud save now and I feel pretty safe with that. But you never know. You never know. The very safest is, of course, just having physical... This looks so funny. This layer looks so funny. Having physical copies of things, but yeah, you're not gonna print out all of your artworks physically. And even physical things. There could be a house fire. It's hard, okay? I think sharing it on the internet in general is a good idea, though, because the internet remembers things even if you don't want it to sometimes. So if you share it, chances are it'll be in the general sphere of internet forever. Is that too dark for here? Yes, it is. See, I'm adding some splotches of darkness in there to make the hair more three-dimensional. Preserving stuff is hard, but at the same time, sometimes getting rid of stuff is hard. Interesting dichotomy, huh? Woof woof, woof woof. Why are we woofing? I do not know. Maybe just mad at nothing. A lot of those were fan arts of a graduated indie VTuber that I supported in the early days of my obsession. Oh, lol, mine got lost because of a virus. Oh, damn. Oh, no, not those types of viruses. Those were my first drawings and subsequent ones after receiving my drawing tablet. Yeah, I see what you mean. Damn. What about taking Polaroid pictures of your screen with art on it? Now that is the best way to preserve art. You found it. You found the best way to preserve art. Should we erase or cover up these lines? Like make them like this or not? Yeah, it looks good. Let's do it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing whatever. Tenchi sees squirrel. I would be worried if he saw a squirrel right now. Like that, it would be in my house. Did you upload those pieces anywhere, type? I mean, I guess if you're saying they're lost, I guess that implies that you did in fact not upload those anywhere. This is a stylistic choice. This makes no real like sense or anything to have this thick of a line there, because why there isn't a line. There are no like lines like that. But I like this stylistic choice, so I'm keeping it. I'm making some new lines. I'm making lines where there aren't any here. This is where the collarbones used to be in the original. We can't only see one of them though in this one. Oh well. Josie, the Tiger and the Fish is a romantic comedy drama about a guy who meets a wheelchair-bound girl who rarely leaves her house. Oh, that sounds interesting. I like that. A lot were lost. I feel that. Yeah, same with me. I mean, not everything was lost, obviously, since I could show you some of them. But a lot was lost forever. But, you know, I don't remember that many of them either. But I sure was sad. I'm especially sad about the writing, though. I'm not gonna lie. I did a lot of writing, and it was so cringe and bad. And I would love to look back on, like, super old writing that I did. But I can't because they're gone. Man, I was sad about it at the time, and I am still quite bitter about it. I would love to have that still, because Jesus Christ, the old fanfiction I used to write when I was like way young. God, that would have been so funny to make a stream out of. Or just look at silently in shame, because I don't know if I could have shown you all of that. I don't know if I could have lived showing you all of that, you know? Like, even I have limits at some point. Oh yeah, we could add like a more darker line in here too. Yeah, that's nice. It's fun. I know when NFTs were popular, I was taking hundreds of Polaroid pictures, made millions, then lost it all in crypto. So yeah, preserving stuff is tough. Yeah, did you? Did you? Did you really? Sounds very believable. I need Zecke Headpad on YouTube at some point. You guys use that one a lot. That's one of those emotes that I never use, but I feel like other people use it a lot, so I should probably add it. I should do like a little poll because I want to replace Zlanasb with something, since Zlanasb is a very old inside joke, and I honor it, I treasure it, but we should use the slot that we have for something more applicable, maybe. So I should do like a little poll maybe where you can vote for which new emote you would like. Is that too thick? We can remove some of that again. There you go. I'm looking back up at my reference. I'm looking at her. I mean, it's a very simple drawing, especially now. I'm sure this took me so long to do when I was doing it back in the day, but I feel like there's not really much more that I can add to this. If I want to render it in this style, I wouldn't really add that much more to it. Aside from that, I think I made her, I don't know, her bangs were pretty short in the original, but somehow my new bangs look even shorter. That's interesting. I don't remember what it means. Oh no, you don't remember what it means. Zecke light as naturally as you breathe. Zecke what the fuck would be a great substitution. That would work, yeah, I think so. I tried writing a script for a comedy drama in high school with paper and pencil. Oh, damn. Reading through it, I actually liked the sequence involving some Girl Scouts and the mutant killer who I wasn't expecting to kill anyone. Okay, you still have it? That's so fun. Maybe you should digitalize it. You could. I'm just talking about how easily digital files are lost, and then I'm like, you should digitalize your files. But like, if you type it up on a computer or something, you could upload it into a cloud and then keep it safe there, maybe. Zecke what the fuck is a good one, because it's like, huh? There's a lot of huh moments, I think, in streams. Do I want to add anything? I mean, I'm pretty much done. I feel like it's a good level up. We should write on this, maybe in the blue of her eyes. God, her original eye blue was so bright. Can I see this on the background? No, I cannot. Maybe I can write it in this color then. Yes, we could write 2023, you know, because this is the 2023 version of the other one. I feel like I did my best while preserving the original as much as possible, honestly. Oh, a horror comedy. It's a horror yeah, that makes sense. Mutant Killer and Girl Scouts makes sense. With a horror comedy, it does. The other one I put aside for this was this one, but I honestly don't know what I would necessarily change in this one. I mean, okay, actually I do know what I would change. You know what I would change? I would just make these lines cleaner and thicker. Maybe not exactly like this, but you know, like, I get the sketchiness of it all, but I don't think that that's a good idea for this style. It just makes more sense to make it cleaner. It's not even hard. It's not even like it takes more time to do. Like, just do it. Just do it. That's what I would do if I were to do this one, I think. Maybe not exactly like that. Maybe not exactly like this thick, but you know, I feel like it just makes sense to like add thicker outlines to this. The shading and all is like fine or whatever. I don't mind that. Could be good in like brown. Something like that. I'm not gonna do this one. Also does this one. Also I would probably simplify the noses a little bit. We can keep them this sort of shape. We would keep them this sort of shape maybe, but I wouldn't draw the entire nose bridge. Maybe. Unless I wanted to actually emphasize that. You know, just some big strokes. And I think that would be the main thing that I would change about this one if I were to change anything about this one. But I'm not gonna do that now. Oh, a website where my old stuff was still up last year. Tried visiting it now and it's gone. No! What website? What the hell? That's so sad. That's the problem with websites. See, they can also go. Everything is fickle. You need to make copies of copies of copies, and every year make new copies of your copies. Keep all of your old stuff safe, you know? That's what you gotta do. Yep, that's this. Wait, we can look at this as well. Video. I like that, but it's usually... No, I don't want to export it. Sorry, my bad. I want to look at the video. Give me the video. There you go. I like that feature in Procreate. It's a nice feature to have. Even though oftentimes the video, if it's exported, is like not that great on quality. You can change that in the settings, but I always forget. Whoop. There she is. Quick and easy. I bet this took way less time than it did in the original. Oh well. That was in the past. The past is in the past. We're moving on. We've looked at our past. It is time to look towards our future. And even if you end up making a more oh, I'm so small now. Look at this. I'm just in the corner. A more billion copies of everything and store them all in your house via more billion hard drives. A fire could still ruin everything. That's why you gotta store some of the hard drives in other locations, in a secure location, somewhere off the coast, at your friend's place, everywhere. I will post a before and after on Twitter with the new one and stuff. I think that'll be nice. It was a vlog, which was a precursor to blogs, which was already an old thing that people don't use anymore. Oh my god, what the fuck is a vlog? I literally have never heard of that before. A blog? I know what a blog is. I know what a vlog is, but what is a vlog? A file log, maybe? Oh, those are great. Thank you. Store them in an offshore storage area. Yes. Store them in many places. It was nice going through the old art. I agree. I had a lot of fun looking back at old art. I always like to do that, which is why I recommend keeping it. And keeping sketchbooks. Sketchbooks are great for that purpose as well. Also, a fire could destroy them. But then again, a fire could destroy a great many deal of things, so that's not really something you can control and not the main thing you should be thinking about when thinking about storage. It's like, well, I've made this pretty nice, but a fire could destroy. Yes, of course, always. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna leave you be. I'm gonna come back tomorrow for some more hack and slash time. Very different vibes from today, but today's stream was fun. I'm also gonna stop recording because I don't think I need this anymore. Bye, YouTube. If I ever do make the video, maybe I could record an outro or an intro if I needed to. I have now stopped recording, but I'm still streaming. Oh man, this convo made me fucking depressed. The thought that everything is so fickle. Everything is fickle, but I mean, then again, we still have art from like fucking 16,000, you know? We have the Mona Lisa and shit like that. So maybe it's not that fickle after all. Yeah, we're donezo. I only wanted to do one. I thought the stream was gonna be a bit shorter overall, but it didn't really turn out that much shorter. Ooh, you have an idea for an isekai? Mom somehow finds herself trapped in a fantasy world. Now she has to go on epic adventures and search back to her family. Oh, that's cute. That's like the opposite of the mom isekai that exists, where I think the player just gets transported to a lot of moms. But the mom could go. Metal Gear is tomorrow. Yes. It was Friday last week, but it's not Friday this week. I think, at least, that I scheduled Metal Gear for tomorrow. And Friday I want to react to some content. We will open that up. The channel on Thursday. Yes. Things you want to save now might mean nothing in the future, and vice versa. You never know. Just save it. Just save it just in case. Okay, okay. Thank you very much for watching. I will actually go now. I love just rambling on way too long at the end of every stream, because I have a fan fiction to write. Okay, I have things to do. I have a dog to pet. Many things. So I'll see you again. I'll see you again tomorrow if you have the time. Until then, bye. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye bye. Stream was fun. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. Bye. Thank you.